Fire it up. Fire it up, and we are on. Hey guys, how you going? Set it down, BKRsport. We are here as we get going again for the next game here in the Pacific Championships. This isn't the Pacific Cup, but we are here in the Pacific Championship still, obviously, as we watch on as Fiji, the Fiji Bati, Doso Viti, take on the Papua New Guinea Kumuls in a big old game here, and probably the big rivalry between these two teams, right? Like, obviously, you know, everyone looks at Australia versus New Zealand, they look at Tonga versus Samoa, but Fiji versus Papua New Guinea is also on that level kind of rivalry. The quality you don't look at as the same, like in Australia versus New Zealand, whatnot, and even Samoa versus Tonga. But I tell you right now, the Fiji versus Papua New Guinea games are usually so exciting. Last year's Pacific Bowl games weren't exactly unbelievable. You saw Fiji flog Papua New Guinea in the first game, and then Papua New Guinea flog Fiji in the second game. But usually these two teams really give it a red-hot go, and although you look at the Fijian team and you see just so much undeniable talent, you see so much quality there, from the NRL, it's just completely littered with NRL talent, comparatively to the Papua New Guinea team, who doesn't necessarily have a phenomenal amount of NRL talent. PNG always gives it a crack and actually usually beats Fiji. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. For some reason, Papua New Guinea always get up for this game, and they always turn on against the Bati. I don't know what it is, but it always makes it super exciting. Obviously, yesterday, guys, we watched on as Australia took down Tonga to take the lead there in the Pacific Cup over here. So they've only got the 2 points now, and they'd be up by 18 points differential. Obviously, the Kiwis get the bye this week. They don't play. Next week, you'll see Australia play New Zealand, and then the week after, you'll see New Zealand take on Tonga. In the Pacific Bowl down here, obviously, Fiji, Bati versus the PNG Kumuls. That's today. Next week, you'll see Fiji versus Cook Islands, I believe it is. And the week after that, you'll see the Cook Islands play Papua New Guinea. But that will be in Papua New Guinea. This game and next week's game is actually here in Fiji. I'm in Fiji, obviously, but I'm in Nandi. This is in Suva. I just couldn't be bothered going up for it. I just thought I'd stream it instead. But all right, let's get into some preview and some chat about the game before we do get into the chat and see what you all are saying. Obviously, guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. And to get in the chat right now, I want to hear what your thoughts are. Do you think Fiji will win based on the favoritism? Or do you understand where I'm coming from, that Papua New Guinea always get up for this game and they fire up and they get rocking and rolling when it counts against the Bati? But all right, we are here at HFC Bank Stadium in Suva between the Bati and the Kumuls. The Fijian team here today, Sonia Turuva. He is the fullback, obviously, from the Panthers. Great fullback. He actually kind of exploded on the scene in Fiji. Now, he was playing for the Panthers and was fine, but he really made his name. Was it last year? No, it was halfway through 2022, I think it was, when there were those test matches in the middle of the NRL season. And that was when Sunil Toroha really exploded onto the scene and became the player that he was. And people started to really look at him. And obviously he plays more so on the wing there, or the centres for Penrith, due to the fact Dylan Edwards is their fullback. But Toroha is a very capable fullback, and you're going to be seeing that today. On the wings, you've got Micah Sivo from the Parramatta Squeals and Semi Valame from the Cowboys, was it the Raiders. Two very tough players here. Sivo is so up and down. Very, very hot and cold, rocks and diamonds. In 2019 was arguably the best winger in the game, but unfortunately just hasn't kind of gotten to those lofty standards since then. Micah Sivo is a prolific try scorer, regardless of the fact that he hasn't exactly had his best. I think this year was probably one of his better years of the recent years. However, he isn't the same player that he once was. But Sivo is going to come out here with the point to prove today. He loves playing Fiji, and I can expect him to score a try. But I'm telling you, this Papua New Guinea team defensively, they will aim up in defense. You will see some big old hits here today. And Valame, he can put a big hit on himself. You go to the standards now of Michael Jennings and Wonga Blake. Interesting centre pairing. Obviously, Michael Jennings is nearly 53 years old, and Wonga Blake, I don't think he even plays in the NRL anymore. I'm not too sure. Obviously, on name, though, you did look at them and go, wow, okay, comparatively to the Papua New Guinea centres here, you know, you got Jennings, who has been an incredible player in his history, in his playing time. He has been such a good player for the Roosters. I think Penrith and Parramatta, I believe. Roosters, Penrith, Parramatta. I could be missing somebody there. Let me know if I am. But Michael Jennings, he's experienced. He knows what he's doing today. Just need to see Wonga Blake kind of limit those errors is what I would look towards there. Now, you go to the halves, and this is the issue that Fiji usually finds. Same with Tonga, Samoa, Papua New Guinea. Everyone always struggles in these islands with the halves. You've got Kevin Nangama here for the 5'8", and Kurt Donahue for the halfback. Kurt Donahue is a part of the Dolphins system. Kevin Nangama, I'm not too sure where he is. I think he once played with the Tigers, maybe the Knights as well. I know obviously his brother Wes, but I'm not too sure where he is now, but Kevin Ngama, very, very experienced player, and Kurt Donahue, up and coming. Now, you will notice that Api Sai from the Tigers would actually normally play in the halves, so I'm not too sure what's happening there with Api. Maybe just decided not to come to this tournament, but Api's not in the team. He's just simply not in the team. You guys can jump in the comment section and let me know exactly why he's not there. But I think in the World Cup, he played the 6, and Brandon Wakeham played the 7. So this is a completely different halves pairing to what they played with. I believe it was Panioni Tangatuamua who was the 9 in the World Cup a couple of years ago, whilst, Api was in the halves. So Api's not here. They've got Kevin Ngama, who I wouldn't necessarily look too heavily towards in regards to a 5'8", but Kurt Donahue, he is a good player there at the Dolphins. Now you go to the props here, front row forwards, a big Dewey Gamigamida, who is the captain, and Ben Nakumbawai. I think Nakumbawai actually once played for the Titans, if I'm not mistaken. Well, didn't play for us, but I think he was a part of our system. I could be wrong. But Twiko Kamitha, Storm, great, knows what he's doing. Not the most X-factor, but will work hard. Big leader, big captain. You love that. The number 9, Panioni Tangatuamua. I actually really like Tangatuamua. I don't think he's NRL level, but I think that for Fiji and, when he does get it going, I really do actually enjoy watching Tangatuamua play. And I think he was one of the better performers for Fiji in that World Cup a couple of years ago. Tangatuamua is one to watch out for. I don't know where he plays. Maybe it's over there in Super League. I'm not too sure. But I do enjoy watching Tangatuamua play when he does get out there in the number 9. Now, this back row, dangerous, man. Viliami kick out, Vili Bombili from the Canterbury Bulldogs, and Tane Milne from the South Sydney Rabbitohs comes in to start instead of Kitione Katonga, who was meant to start originally. Tane Milne, he's either going to have an unbelievable game, scores a couple of tries, gets some massive hits, or he has a game where he has 2 massive hits and first is a simp in, the second one's a send-off. That's how Tane Milne plays, man. He is I wouldn't even say he's a rocks and diamonds player. I'd say he's a rocks and diamonds player. Like, he'll have more poor games than he'll have good games, but the good games can be really, really quality as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does out there in the back row today, comparatively with 20s in the centres and whatnot. Obviously, it's just one spot across, but overall, like, it's going to be interesting to see how Tane Milne goes up against his Papua New Guinea team, because they are hard workers, and Tane's going to have to work just as hard as we know that he damn well can. You go to the 13 then, and obviously Vili Bombili, Viliami Kikau, unbelievable player. Absolutely tore my boy, Dana Boyd, to shreds this year in that Titans-Dogs game, and he has been one of the primo back rowers for many years now. However, he hasn't been great until this year. The last year when he was at the Doggies, obviously was a real big struggle for him. I think he was injured for a lot of it. But Vili Bombili is one of the primo back rowers in the competition when fit and healthy. Then you go to the 13, Caleb Navale. I'm not too sure where Caleb Navale plays. Did play in that World Cup, though, a couple of years ago. You go to the interchange, Kitiona Kaltonga, who was meant to start, but then Tane Milne got brought into that 12. Joe Lovondua, Jordan Miller, and Nathan Keg King, with the 18th man replacement being Kilan Mafoa. Not too sure about Nathan Keg King. Not too sure about Jordan Miller. I've heard of Joe Lovondua before. I think he played in that World Cup. And Kitiona Kaltonga, he's not Cowboys, is he? He's a part of an NRL system. It might be Dragons, Cowboys. I'm not too sure. But I know Kitiona Katonga either from that World Cup or he's a part of a developmental system. He's definitely a part of it somewhere. So yeah, look, this Fiji team, on paper, you look at guys like Toruva, Sivo, Jennings, Wonga Blake, Semi Valame, even Kevin Ngama. You'd recognise the name Kurt Donahue. So that 1 through 7, you acknowledge and you know their names. And the forwards, Kami Kamita, you know. If you watch enough rugby league, Tangatuamua, you should know, but we'll take him out. Kami Kamita, Viliami Kikau, Tane Milne, and that's probably it. So you've probably got 7, 8, 9, 10 players as part. And there's a point that I'm making here. There's 10 players as a part of their 17 that you truly recognise from NRL, right? 10 of them, and 10 of those are all on the starting 13. So let's even go 10 from 13. Now, let's compare that to Papua New Guinea. And that's where, people do get led into this false sense of security that Fiji's team is just so dominant comparatively to the Papua New Guinea team because people don't know this team. They don't know these players. A lot of these players play in the Super League or they play for the Hunters or, they play in development systems in the NRL. Like, not all of these guys, not many of these guys, there's only very few actually play NRL. Actually, there's only one who plays week-to-week NRL action. There's only one Papua New Guinea player who plays week to week. So let's get into their team here. because, yeah, look, Fiji on paper should win this game. But again, I'm telling you, don't be confident at all. The fullback here for Papua New Guinea Kumuls, you've got Nene McDonald. He once played for the Titans. I think he played for the Cows. I think he played for the Dragons as well. He played pretty much everywhere, man. Nene McDonald was solid enough. You know, he's gone back to the fullback here where Alex Johnston would normally play. So I'm interested to know why Alex Johnston isn't playing today. That is something that I would have expected to be the case because he is one of the better players in the competition, but also he's more so known for his wing, right, rather than the fullback. I've always said that Papua New Guinea are screaming out for a fullback because Johnston is not a fullback. He is a winger. It's as simple as that. You want to chuck him in the centre? Sure, but he's still just a winger. He's not a fullback. We've seen that Papua New Guinea before, so I'm looking forward to seeing what Nene McDonald can do there in that fullback role to replace him there. But I do think that what Papua New Guinea is really crying out for is that fullback, man. It is. It is a primo fullback. Not saying McDonald's not good, just saying that it's not what Papua New Guinea need, but he will do the job here today. Normally you'd look at him on the wing, obviously, but then again, he's over there in the Super League, so unless he's playing fullback over there in the Super League, I'm not too sure. I know he can play it. I just think that overall on a consistency level, Papua New Guinea do want to be looking towards that fullback role. You go to the wings here, Elijah Roltinga and Robert Derby. Now, Robert Derby had a fantastic World Cup. He was incredible. He's actually a really fun player to watch. Robert Derby is the guy to look out for today in this backline for Papua New Guinea. Roltinga, I'm not too sure about, however. Robert Matthias in the centres alongside Roderick Tai. So you've got the partnership of Elijah Roltinga and Robert Matthias here, who I'm not too sure about, and they're partnering each other. And then you've got Roderick Tai and Robert Derby, who are partnering each other, who I do know about both of them. And I would say Robert Derby is the guy that I know the most of, considering what we saw, what we've seen. But Roderick Tai is also around this team quite frequently as well. So very polar opposite in terms of experience there with the Papua New Guinea team, I believe, because then normally you would see Nene McDonald go to the wing. You normally would have Justin Olam in the centres, who's not here today. And those guys there are quite new to actually playing for this international team, I believe, because I can't fit him in otherwise. Because normally there is Ty, normally there is Robert Derby. Nene McDonald normally would be, I assume, on the wing, Alex Johnson with the fullback, and Justin Olam at centre. So yeah, that makes sense why those two guys I don't really recognise there. So we're looking forward to seeing how they go up against a big-time backline of Fiji of Sivo, Jennings, Wonga, Blake, and Semi Valame. I don't know if Roltinga and Matthias have gone up against Sivo and Jennings or Blake and Semi Valame. I think they would prefer to go up against Blake and Valame because Jennings and Sivo, experienced try scorers, know what they're doing, big-time leaders. You don't want to have Roltinga and Matthias going up against those two guys, but you'd be okay going up against Wonga, Blake, and Semi Valame, in my opinion, whilst Ty and Derby, they should be the ones going up against Sivo and Jennings. Now, you go to the 5'8" here, who is Carl Labert. Now, Carl Labert, is he dragged? Oh, Carl Labert, where's he played? Where's Carl Labert played? He's kind of been in and out of the NRL system for a while now. Maybe he's in the Super League. Actually, I'm going to quickly have a look at his name. I'm going to quickly have a look where he is. Carl Labert. I'm going to have to go onto Wikipedia here. The ever reliable source, Carl Labert. Where's he played? I need to know where he played. Boom, 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 boom. All right, Carl Labert here. He played for the North Queensland Cowboys. There you go. So the Cowboys, as we played for, hasn't really done anything since. He's been a part of the Papua New Guinea team since 2019, and he played Queensland Residents in 2017, but that's kind of as far as he's gone. I don't know if he's actually signed to an NRL team at the moment. Hooker for the Townsville Blackhawks, which would more than likely be the feeder club of the Cowboys, I would assume. Not too sure there. And then you've got Lachlan Lamb, who is another one who has also been around for a little bit now. And is he, I think he's the son of Adrian Lamb, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty certain he might be the son. No, maybe not. Roosters and Lee Leopards. No, his father Adrian, I was right. Roosters and Lee Leopards. So he's playing over there for the Lee Leopards, so at least he's playing Super League right now. 64 games played, 20 tries. He's got a field goal. Good on him. Whilst he played 3 years with the Roosters, 2019 and 2021, he's played 31 games, which is actually a decent amount. And he's played Papua New Guinea since 2017. So this halves pairing is actually quite a positive because they might be really average players on paper, but these guys have had plenty of years to work with each other. They've been together as a halves pairing here in Papua New Guinea since 2019, maybe 2018, 2019. Lamb, like I said, 2017. I'm just trying to figure out if I said Labor for 2018 or 19. So that's actually not too bad of a halves pairing. The halves pairing there is not too bad. Although most people won't recognise a great deal, I'm telling you, it's not too bad. Now let's move into the forwards here. I'm just going to have a quick little squeeze of my tea. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, and subscribe. The game starts in about 30 minutes' time. You got the front row forwards here. Valentine, Richard, and my boy, Jacob Alec-Winky. Solid front row. Obviously, Jacob Alec-Winky is more usually a lock or a back row. So I'm going to be interested to see how he plays up the middle here today, even though a lock is similar. But I'm going to be interested to see how he plays that kind of role, because I do definitely see his build and his play style as that back row, as that lock. So putting him into the prop department, it's going to be really interesting for mine. I'm not too sure about Valentine and Richard. Also, Jacob Alec-Winky still plays for the Titans. He is a part of our system still. But Valentine and Richard, I'm not too sure about. I haven't seen him before. Normally, you would see like a Mackenzie Yeh here, who I believe is Super League. So Valentine and Richard, I'm not too sure about. In the chat, let me know about Valentine. Then we go into number 9, which is Liam Horn. So that means, where's Edwin Ipape? Because Edwin Ipape is quite solid. I know a lot of Papua New Guineans do. I know a lot of Papua New Guineans do love him. Edwin Ipape was a guy that they were really excited about. Maybe he's just not playing in this tournament. I'm not too sure. But Edwin Ipape would normally be the 9. But Judah Rimbu was meant to start that 9. Instead, Liam Horn is there, who I believe is Super League, if I'm not mistaken. You got the back row, the ever-present Reece Martin. He's also the captain alongside Jeremiah Simbikin. He played... I think he may have played... Jeremiah Simbikin, was he the one who played for the Dolphins in that... or the North Devils? Was it the Dolphins or the North Devils that he played for when they had that Host Plus Cup final this year? Jeremiah Simbikin. I'm pretty certain it was. Jeremiah Simbikin. Yeah, it was. He played for the Dolphins. I was right. Yeah, he's signed to the Redcliffe Dolphins main team in 2025 and has been... Oh, he was playing with the North Devils, so I was right. He played with the Dolphins and then went to the Devils and then is now back at the Dolphins next year. So I definitely knew that I watched him recently. So yeah, that's the back row there. Reece Martin, he's a guy, he's their goal kicker. I believe he went to a massive streak of not missing conversions as well. So Reece Martin is a quality player in that back row. And then you got Jack DeBellin, who is the lock. He's the one NRL player that gets week-to-week action in the NRL for a team, which is obviously the St. George Illawarra Dragons. He is the only player across all 17 Papua New Guinea names that plays week-to-week NRL action comparatively to Sunu Taruva, Micah Sivo, you'd even argue Jennings, maybe not Valame, Kami Kamitha, Viliami Kikau, Tane Milne. Like, that's the comparison. That's the point that I was making before. The comparison is very significant in regards to the week-to-week playings there. But Jack DeBellin, we all know how good he is in the 13. The interchange, Judah Rimbu was meant to start. He's now the 14. Koso Bundy, Ila Alu, and Sylvester Namo, with the 18th man replacement being Dan Russell, who is with the Dragons, I believe. Look, you look at this Papua New Guinean team, and again, it doesn't jump out of the paper at you. But I'm just telling you that although Fiji are favourites, and honestly should be favourites based on their team name, I'm telling you this Papua New Guinea team always play up to Fiji. Now, the difference here, however, as well, though, is that we're at HFC Bank Stadium in Suva, right? So this is in Fiji. Last year, both games were there at Port Moresby at Santos Stadium. I can't think of the name of it. But last year, it was in Papua New Guinea. This year, Fiji play Papua New Guinea in Suva, and then next week, they play Cook Islands in Suva. And then the week after, Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby for Papua New Guinea versus Cook Islands. I'm not too sure where the final... Oh, the final's actually in Combank Stadium, Sydney. That's cool. Okay, so we get a couple of games here in Fiji, then we get one game in Papua New Guinea, and then the final is actually before the Pacific Cup, right? So, okay, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. We like to see that. So, look, I'm going to tip Fiji here today. I am. I'm also really biased in that regards. It is in Fiji. However, I just would not be surprised if Papua New Guinea get up for a day. I would not be surprised by any margin. I'm telling you, Papua New Guinea, they hit hard, they go hard, they play hard. They know what they're doing, man. They know what they're doing. Although you don't know a lot of these players, I'm telling you, they will be up for this game. But alrighty, guys, let's go and smack that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Right now, Samoa and Tonga in the women's game are actually playing in a knockout game to see who gets to the World Cup in 2 years' time. Whoever loses, I believe, is out, and whoever wins, I believe, is in. And Samoa is up 26-16 over Tonga with 5 minutes to go of this game. Right, so that's actually I would expect Samoa to actually win by more, but, you know, congratulations to whoever obviously gets through that. But yeah, I can't emphasize enough, guys. Fiji and Papua New Guinea is the rivalry of these two teams. This is the rivalry of these two teams. You've got Samoa, Tonga, you've got Australia, New Zealand. and you've got Papua New Guinea versus Fiji. I can't stress this enough, man. People don't necessarily understand it as much as it probably should be understood. But all right, let's get a chat. NRL Forever says, go to Kumuls. Alex Johnston, big loss. Yeah, big loss there. Obviously, usually they would have Alex Johnston. They'd have Justin Olam. You know, they'd have a few different players here and there. They'd also have Edward Bati, who's a number 9 from over there in the Super League. They've also changed coaches, I should mention this as well. So last year, they had Justin Holbrook, who's now gone, ex-Titans, now assistant for the Roosters on the Trent Robbo. Now they've got Jason Demetrio, who was the Rabbitohs coach that was after Wayne Bennett at the Rabbitohs, right? So Jason Demetrio got fired and sacked from the Rabbitohs job, and then now obviously he's going to be the coach here for, I didn't realize JB Sauer was the coach for Samoa, but now you see Demetrio taking over the Papua New Guinea team. So it'll be interesting to see if he can inject his style in so quickly here. It will be. Unbranded says, hello, mate, how you doing? Internet is mint today. Mate, it's flying, Jay. It's flying, mate. Flying. Come on, man. Flying. J94 says, Nathan McDonald is a good player. Never seen him at fullback, though. Yeah, I haven't seen him at fullback before. I hope that... I hope he gets the job done. But obviously, this is what I've been saying for a while now. You really do just want to be seeing... You really do want to see Papua New Guinea. They're crying out for a fullback. They really are. Because they are putting just simply wingers as the fullback, hoping for the best. Maybe just give... My suggestion, dead set, would just be to give whoever the next best fullback is who is actually a fullback, I would suggest just giving him a crack. Because Nene McDonald in fullback or Nene McDonald in the wing is not going to be the difference between you winning this game and you losing this game, in my opinion. I think you need to develop a fullback, and right now it doesn't look like they're willing to develop a fullback. It looks like they're willing to just continuously put wingers or players out of position to the fullback based on experience or based off of name on paper. Kim Willis says, what time game start? Game starts in 40 minutes time, or 35 minutes time. 8:10 p.m. here in Fiji, if you're watching from Fiji. If you're watching in New South Wales, it's 7:10 p.m. If you're watching in Queensland, it's 6:10 p.m. And if you're watching in Timbuktu, it's get a beer into you. Soccer Speeds is up the dogs, really relevant, thank you. Judith says Blackhawks. Yeah, Townsville Blackhawks. Yeah. I just don't look at the chat when I'm doing my preview, so I know you guys comment that, but I don't usually look at the chat until after I finish my preview. Long, getting around to Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea. I know a lot of people who are going to this game today, so it's going to be interesting because I'll see a lot of them on there. I was considering going to it, but I just can't be bothered driving all the way to Suva for it. I could just stream it here. I may as well. Edwin Apapa got injured in Super League. Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Daniel Bates' jab and caught a stalker here. Is a lurker similar? What? What's happening? Who's stalking what? Who what? I don't know what's happening here. The winner of the Pacific Bowl will play the team that finishes third in the Pacific Cup. Yeah, so it's like a promotion relegation. I'm actually really intrigued by this. So basically, if you guys don't know about this, whoever is in the final between... it's going to be Australia and New Zealand. But let's just, for the sake of it, right? First and second of the Pacific Cup. So the Pacific Cup is Australia, New Zealand, Tonga. Now, last night, Australia beat Tonga 18-0. Next week, Australia play New Zealand. If Australia wins that game, it's a... actually, no, well, to be fair, they're already guaranteed a spot. They're pretty much already guaranteed a spot based off of that one win. Pretty much. I guess if New Zealand beat Australia and then Tonga beat New Zealand by enough to overtake that Australia, it depends on those games. I guess all three teams could get that win, obviously, but... anyway, point is, first and second, they go into the final. They play each other. Whoever wins the Pacific Cup. Now, the team who comes third, which I'm assuming will be Tonga, whoever wins this group, which is Papua New Guinea, Fiji, and Cook Islands, they will play Tonga in a promotion relegation. So this means that I genuinely believe that they'll probably remove Cook Islands next year. I think they might remove Cook Islands. And because Cook Islands isn't going to win a game. They're just unfortunately not. They're not developed enough as a nation in rugby league. Papua New Guinea and Fiji are going to put the sword through them like they did last year. Right, so I do believe that once Samoa come back from the international tour up there in England, which, by the way, I wouldn't even be surprised if you see I don't know if Australia goes, but maybe New Zealand goes. Maybe you might see an England versus New Zealand or whatnot up there in the Northern Hemisphere, because last year we saw Tonga, this year we saw Samoa, and then next year maybe someone will go up, so that will keep Cook Islands in it. But yeah, so whoever comes third will play the team who wins this group, which is, I believe, between Fiji and Papua New Guinea, and I couldn't tell you which one just at the moment. And then whoever wins that game actually plays in the Pacific Cup next year. Whoever wins that game actually plays in the Pacific Cup next year. So that's actually really interesting stuff. Because last year was a schmozzle. The way this tournament was organised last year was ridiculous. They had Australia playing New Zealand in the last round of the group stage, and then obviously we all knew they were going to be in the final together. So we saw Australia, New Zealand, Australia flogged them, and the next week Australia, New Zealand, and New Zealand flogged them. So that's, it was just a double matchup there. It was really dead. And then you go look at the other side of things. Fiji played Papua New Guinea in the final game of the group stage, which Fiji flogged Papua New Guinea. And then we got to the final, and then Papua New Guinea played Fiji, and Papua New Guinea flogged Fiji, right? So, and there was nothing more to that. It was just done. So that meant that both teams actually split with each other throughout the tournament, but because the ultimate one was obviously the one that New Zealand won and also Papua New Guinea won, it kind of obviously just gives that, it just makes everyone look at that and go, okay, that was the defining result. When it's like, yes, it is, I guess, the defining result, but also you have to take into the equation and context that it was a 50-50 split between both of the teams. It was a 50-50 split, as much as people don't want to admit it. Like, it was a 50-50 split. But Australia should never be losing 30-0. Never. To anybody. I don't care who it is. They should never. No, Jason, g'day, Blaze. Looking forward to the match. Should be a banger. Should be a banger. I don't know who wins, but I'm taking Fiji. I know the favourite. I don't look at the odds. The odds, I know Fiji will be heavy favourites. They could be $1.20. They could be $1. Don't care. Like, the Papua New Guineans always get up at this game. They always do. Tom Makire says, Nene is a dead set centre. I agree with you. He is reliable, or a winger. He is reliable in defence, but lacks creativity in attack. That's the only misgiving I have, but I know my beloved Kumuls will come out on top. They are playing for pride. Now, firstly, you don't need to use all capitals, brother. We will be able to read it regardless. I'm not going to scream it, which is what capitals say. You just take your caps lock off. We'll read the next one all good. But listen, I agree with you. I think that Nene McDonald is definitely a centre or a winger. By the way, Samoa will play in the World Cup. Tonga are out. I believe Nene McDonald, I agree with everything you've just said. And this is what I'm saying. A fullback is what Papua New Guinea is crying out for. I think your halfback is fine. It's not anything spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. And the 5'8" is fine, but not spectacular by any stretch of the imagination. But they're also not bad, right? So your 5'8" and your halfback have got plenty of time. They're developing together. They're fine. They've been playing for many years now alongside each other, yeah? So you're happy with that. The 9 is what you would normally go with Edwin Pape. I can understand the difference today with Liam Horn obviously going into that number 9 role. They've also got Judah Rimbu, who I don't mind Judah Rimbu. So realistically, you are just crying out for that fullback. And again, yeah, look, to me, Nene McDonald isn't a fullback. So I agree 100% with what you've just said. Pahendra says, wait, Tonga's had the World Cup in the women's game. So Tonga just played Samoa in the, I believe it was a knockout game to see who would get into the World Cup in 2026 for the women's. And Samoa just beat them 30 to 16, I believe it was. So I believe that means that Tonga in the women's don't play in the World Cup. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's what I think I heard in the commentary before. Tonga were brave last night, just like Polish and the halves. Mate, they lacked a lot more than Polish and the halves, mate. They lacked a lot in regards to their attack. They lacked a ridiculous amount in regards to their attack. But, yeah, no, they gave heart. They gave it all they've got. But, you know, you have to be a 10 out of 10 to beat Australia. Because Australia were not great last night, that's for sure. Australia were really lackluster. But I'm not a massive, massive fan of this team. I don't necessarily believe in how the structure has been made. I have questions about Mal. I do. I really do. I think that if you look back at the previous few years for Australia, you look back in 2019, you look when they lost to Tonga, you look back in the way that they've won certain games in the World Cup, you look at the fact they lost 30-0 to New Zealand last year. I'm telling you, I'm not actually as confident in Mal as you would think because, you know, people go, oh, Mal's been great. Based on what, though? Because Australia should win with a C-grade team based on our depth. Australia should, honestly, beat these teams, and that's no offence to, like, a Tonga and whatnot, but Australia, with the depth that they have in the country, should not be getting even remotely touched up in any point of that game for large periods. Tonga were the better team for the majority of last night. They just did not have the attack to put the score on the board. And then every time they would give Australia an opportunity, Australia would take that opportunity because that's what Australia does and that's what good teams do. But I'm just not a big. I'm not necessarily a massive fan of how Mel's designed this Australian team. I understand Nathan Cleary was out. I still believe that Cherry Evans should have been selected, and I will say, and I said this before the game started last night, that I thought that Tedesco was the better fullback in 2024 over Dylan Edwards. Tedesco was the better fullback. It's statistically a fact. It doesn't care about your opinion. Your opinion is fine, but you're wrong in regards to the stats because Tedesco absolutely annihilated Edwards in the stats this year. I don't believe he deserved to get dropped there. Sure, do it for New South Wales, but I'm telling you for Australia, Tedesco was clearly the fullback of the year this year and also very clearly came second in the Dally M race. So I just couldn't believe that Tedesco was dropped. Couldn't believe Tedesco got dropped. George TPP, hello there. Hello, you gone, mate. Over or over Kevin Nangama 7 tries. I'm going to go over 7 tries, yeah, in the first half. I'm going to go over 7 tries in the first half, that's for sure. Slabber says, give me a first try scorer, Mr. Sport. Mr. Sport will say first try scorer is going to be... look, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with the big Micah. I will. I'm going to go Micah Sivo. Toto Viti Sivo, man. Micah Sivo, the right time tonight. I'm going to say Sivo. I think he's got a couple last year in the Pacific Bowl as well. I think he did. Samoa now into the Pacific Bowl final. They will play Fiji or Cook Islands on November 3 in Auckland. Samoa Pacific into the Pacific Bowl final. They'll play Fiji or Cook Islands in... What? Samoa now into the Pacific Bowl final. They will play Fiji or Cook Islands on November 3 in Auckland. You need to explain that further. That makes no sense, your comment. It makes no sense. Because where's Papua New Guinea gone here? Why is it just Fiji or Cook Islands? What has Samoa got to do with it? And where's Papua New Guinea? What? I don't know what just happened. Nate says it's almost a B-grade Australian team. I'd say it's a C-grade Australian team in a lot of ways. There was no Tino. There was no Munster. There was no Nathan Cleary. There was no... again, I'd say Tedesco. I did like the centres, but... Wingers were fine. Okay. Back row, you know, I still would love to see Tommy Gilbert come back from his injury. I really would. Yeah, I know. Exactly right, Jay. Imagine sitting on the bench only to come on the last 7 minutes. Bit strange. Well, it's kind of like what happened with Jaden Campbell when Justin Holbrook was the coach of the Gold Coast Titans, right? And we're talking about Matt Burton, by the way, guys. It's kind of what happened with Jaden Campbell when I suppose JC, and, you know, he was a bit lost at the time. You know, he was trying to figure out kind of where he was placed in the team because Justin wasn't playing him. But last night we saw Matt Burton play the 14 instead of Ben Hunt, and it was like it made no sense because he played like 6 minutes in total at the end of the game and actually had a pretty good stint for that last few minutes as well. Like I thought he was actually pretty good for that last 6. You know, I critique on him being selected based on the fact that he was barely even used. But I thought he was good when he came on. Jamie says, try scores for Fiji versus Papua New Guinea game. Honestly, man, I'll go Mike Asivo and I'll go Vili on the kick out. For Papua New Guinea, one back I would look at would be Robert Derby. I think he's nearly a guarantee. And then you've got, for the forwards, I think you're probably most likely to see a Jeremiah Simbican. I think Jeremiah Simbican and Robert Derby would have been my 2 Papua New Guinea favourites there in regards to scoring a try. And then for Fiji, I would say my 2 favourite options in this game would be Micah Sivo and Vili on the kick out. That's who I'd be looking at there. Samoa into the Pacific Bowl final. Australia, New Zealand, England, Papua New Guinea, France and Wales are already in the women's world. Oh, you're talking about women's, but this is what I'm saying. You've got to be really... Yeah, you've got to explain that more. So now it's in the women's because I didn't understand where we got... anyway. But okay, fair enough. Pedro says, do you have the lineup for this match? Yeah, we've already read through it, brother. So you might have to go back to the beginning of the stream to go back and have a listen to the lineup and whatnot. You will have to go back and have a look at that. Guys, when you're commenting stuff in the chat, please don't just assume that everyone knows what you're talking about, eh? Like, you've got to put, like, what you're talking about because we do, obviously, there's different comments. So if I'm moving on to the next one, and then the next one, and the next one, and then someone's talking about something we spoke about back here, I don't know what you're talking about. So you've got to comment what you're talking about. You can't just assume that everyone knows exactly what you're referring to. Gee whiz. Slava says, should have just chucked Pong in the 14. I agree. Well, I think Ben Hunt should be the 14. I think Ben Hunt should have been the 14, whilst the 9 should have been whilst the 9 should have been... no, the 9's Harry Grant, that's fine. But Ben Hunt and Harry Grant should have been the duo there. But again, Burton was good, but he only played such a limited amount of time. Such a limited amount of time. I also don't believe Hudson Young should be in the team. I think there are better options out there, but... what do I know? What do I know? I also do personally believe that Mal gets a little bit overrated based on the fact that he has everyone at his disposal. It's not like Mal has pieced together some extraordinary team. Honestly, you guys, anybody could realistically be the Australian coach, and if you suck, then there's an ultimate problem. There is a really, really big problem. There's no one who should ever suck when they are the coach of Australia, because you have everything at your disposal. Absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. No, we're not taking Hunt of the Titans. No, that is not happening. It's not been a thing for over a year now. But guys, we've got about 20 minutes to go now until the game does kick off. Obviously, smack a ring that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. Did Young even get a run? Slava says, yeah, look, he got, I think a couple of minutes late in the game, but I didn't really see him much. I don't think I saw him in that. I looked, again, Matt Burton came on and did a good job for that 8-minute stint. But Hudson Young didn't do much. But it's crazy to think that Australia was really, really underwhelming last night. Superbly underwhelming, and yet... they still won 18-0. That tells you the international game. I actually enjoyed last night's game, though. I thought that it was great to see Tonga really give it a good go for the entire time. But says, what about the Orchids? The Papua New Guinea Orchids? Yeah, they got pumped 84-0 yesterday in the women's game. But with that being said, you've got to understand that the development is just nowhere close to what Australia has, man. Just nowhere close. It shouldn't even be compared. It really shouldn't be. I don't personally believe that Papua New Guinea in the women's game should be playing for Australia. I think that if they're going to play anybody, put them up against these more so minor nations, because what does 84-0 do for you? Because 82-0 is what Australia beat Papua New Guinea by in the women's game a few years ago. So, if they haven't improved, they've actually arguably got worse by 2 points. So what actually is the purpose of them playing against Australia? I don't see the advantage to that. Bears, man, so I think PNG will win this one. I just think they would have a better combination having played the Aussie B team. I don't think that really has much to do with it. I get what you're saying, but if there's going to be an advantage for that, then surely you can look at the advantage of Fiji having Torova, Sivo, Jennings, Wonga Blake, Valame, Kevin Angama, Kurt Donahue, Kami Kamitha, and Viliami Kikau, Tane Milne, all with NRL experience. The NRL experience here for the Papua New Guinea team, Nanny McDonald, Leigh Button Lamb, Jacob Arlewinki, maybe a couple of games. I think Reece Martin played a few, maybe. I don't think Simpkins cracked the first grade. DeBellin, that's it. So if you give that advantage, well then, how do you not look at the advantage that Fiji has in regards to Turuva, who's won 3 premierships in a row with the Panthers. Sivo, who has been one of the better wingers in the competition in his time, has had a few down years, but he's one of the better wingers. Jennings, who's won multiple premierships. Wonga Blake, who's been around for a long time. Valame, up and down. Tui Kamikamitha, he's won multiple premierships. Oh, he hasn't won multiple premierships. Did he win 2000? Was he there in 2020? I think he was. I think Tui Kamikamitha was there in 2020. But won a premiership then and is in a grand final now with the Storm and whatnot. Where you get that benefit there, you make up for it gigantically with the fact that Fijian players overall play more NRL games. But I'm not saying that Papua New Guinea can't win this. I'm actually arguing that people absolutely discredit Papua New Guinea because they don't have the players on paper, but they always turn up, man. They always do turn up. Daniel Bates says it's a gift and a curse playing with the Kangaroos. You'll get pelters anyway, it seems. What do you mean? What do you mean? Jason, let me know if you need a breather, mate. Yeah, I think so, Jay. I think so. I think you can... You know me well enough by now. Slavis says, thank God for Turbo and Hammer. Look, obviously... Look, I think Manly... The Manly boys had a great game yesterday. Besides the Italian Paseka, Tommy Trbojevic was great. Lehigh Hopewada was fantastic for Tonga. Who else was there? There was Hamoli Olakawatu, was an absolute wrecking ball yesterday. That was disgusting how he absolutely treated them. That was absolutely disgusting. Disgusting how he treated Australia yesterday. No respect there. No respect. So yeah, it's yeah. Then you look at who else was there for Manly. You've got Tonto Kuala didn't play. I don't know why Kuala didn't play. Does anyone know why Tonto Kuala didn't play yesterday? Les says, is big Ben Nakumbawai in for Fiji? Yeah, Ben Nakumbawai's there. I think he's starting front row, isn't he? Yeah, he is. He's number 10. Tuikame Kamita is playing as the number 8, and you got Benny Nakumbawai as the 10. So, by the way, guys, if you're trying to pronounce Fijian names, so if you hear me say Tuikame Kamita, but you see a C there, so the C is actually pronounced with a TH in Fiji. So when you're thinking of Petro Sivanasiva, it's actually Petro Vivaniviva. But he just makes it easy for everyone, right? So everyone actually pronounces his name incorrectly. But it is obviously just to make it a lot smoother for the Australians and the Kiwis and whatnot. But his name is actually Petro Thivanathiva. You've obviously got you've obviously got, what's his name? Where is he? Tuikame Kamita is another one. You might hear as well the D. When you say D, usually you put an N in front of it. So, like, for example, the city that I'm in right now, the town I'm in right now is spelled Nadi, which most people say Nadi, but it's actually pronounced Nandi, right? So that's another one. So if you see a D, usually there's an N before it. Let me just see if there's... not really. There's no one here that really would have that. What else is something that I could say? Nakumbawai. Oh, well, before a B is an M as well. So Nakumbawai is spelled Nakubuwai, but it's pronounced Nakumbawai. There's no M, but it's just how they kind of speak. I think Caleb Navala is actually just Caleb Navala. I don't think that's Dalib Navale. I think it's still probably Caleb. That's probably an interesting one. That's a good question, actually. Lazarus says, Kumuls, go, we are with you. Fire up behind the Kumuls. Fire them up. Let us go. Let us know in the chat, guys. Let us know in the comment section. Who are you supporting? Are you getting behind the Dozoviti, Fiji, Bati, or the big Papua New Guinea Kumuls? Let us know in the chat. Let us know right now. I demand to know right now, actually. I don't ask you to say. I demand you to tell me who you're supporting in this game. Les says, Fiji to win. They have a player from the mighty Fev Rovers at easy money. I know who the Fev Rovers are. You know who the Fev Rovers are. That's probably about how many people in this chat know who the Fev Rovers are. I joke. There is probably people here who might know about them, but I can tell you right now, you've even said Fev Rovers. I don't think they would know who that is based off of that. I don't think they would. Yeah. Onendigo. Broggy Sports Fiji, get around it, Broggy, son. So it's 70 cents a litre. Yeah, I would never have had a problem because I actually grew up thinking his name was Petro 70 cents a litre. And that's not even a joke. So my dad would always call him Petro 70 cents a litre, right? Now, nowadays, people might try and cancel people for that. Like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, no one gave a shit. I don't think he gave a shit. He probably would have thought it would be funny. That's just the Australian way. Nowadays, you say that, people are like, oh, that's racist. It's not racist to say. Maybe it is nowadays. Shit, I don't know what's racist and what isn't nowadays. But yeah, back in the day when he was playing the Brisbane Broncos, and he was a crusher. He's one of the best front rowers ever. Yeah, everyone used to call him Petrol 70 cents a litre. Nikhil says, as a Fijian myself, I'm supporting my country. Hey, those are viti, va. Les says, already hyped for the Fiji prayer. Absolute banger. Oh, mate, you know it. You know it. Do Papua New Guinea have their own, what's it called? I don't think they do they? Like their own haka. You've got the Sivitao, you got the Sipitao. I don't think Papua New Guinea do. Papua New Guinea haka. No, they don't. Do they? We've got a couple of Papua New Guineas here in the chat. Can you jump in the chat and let us know if you have a Papua New Guinea, like a haka? Oh, here we go. Since 2005, the Kappa Opango haka has been performed a total of 94 times before rugby. Last matches by the All Blacks. Oh, so it's as an alternative to the usual kamate. Well, it's got Papua New Guinea haka, and then it talks to me about the Kappa Opango for the New Zealanders. What's going on here, man? Oh, gee whiz, someone in the chat, just let me know. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. I was just reading that out and got nothing to do with it. But yeah, look, we all love the Nongle muscle. Nongle muscle, beautiful. Daniel Bate says, I mean, even the players who proved themselves over many years, like Teddy, he's been getting stick recently, has he? Yeah, but that's just part of it. It really is. That's unfortunately just part of it. But yeah, look, it doesn't matter who you are and where you are. It's like, look at Cristiano Ronaldo for Man United. You know, despite everything he did for him, he got absolutely slandered, abused, and raucous by that franchise, that club, that organisation, right? So it doesn't matter about that kind of deal. But yes, Tedesco has been under fire a lot, and I disagree with it. I've been very strong in my disagreements with that all season long, because people... It's crazy, right? When you watch the game as much as we all do, I remember when Dylan Edwards was absolutely underrated, right? I remember about maybe 4 years ago now when no one believed in Dylan Edwards. And you'd have people like myself, you'd have people like Nathan from Rugby League Guru, Clarkey, Kempy, all these guys. Everyone would be talking about how underrated he is, and you just get crickets. No one would be talking about Dylan Edwards. And then people started to notice it. People started to see that Dylan Edwards was actually a really, really good player, and he was actually doing his job. Now, he's gotten to a point that he's overrated. So he's gone from being severely underrated to being overrated, where everyone says he's the second coming of man, when he's not that kind of player. He's a very solid player that will play unbelievably with a really solid group of players. But he's not like that X-Factor player. No one should ever expect him to be the X-Factor of a Little Macmillan, Ryan Pappenhausen, or Reece Walsh, or, you know, even like Keanu Kinney for New Zealand, right? I'm looking forward to seeing him play next week. Tedesco, all these X-Factor kind of fullbacks. You're never going to get that from Dylan Edwards. But it's just crazy how we went from severely underrated, and I mean severely underrated, to, okay, we get it now, to, okay, now it's getting a bit too crazy. That's the trajectory of what we've seen with Edwards. I think that we will get to a point now where people will start to see, oh, maybe he's not what we're talking about here, and it might go back to the start. And then we're going to have to start saying, okay, no, let's hold on a second. He is still here. It's not like he's not here, but he's not here. He's in the middle. But people just love going the dramatics. The dramatics of, he's shit, he's really good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how people talk. Shining Stars, the PNG is too culturally diverse. There's many war cries from different tribes. They only stick with the national anthem. That makes sense, man. I've done a lot of research on Papua New Guinea. Obviously, I don't know enough about O'Reilly Cap versus Edwards as Dogwater. There's my example A. But I don't know enough about Shining Stars, so I don't want to sit here and talk about like Papua New Guinea politics and you know, the different tribes and all that type of stuff. But I will say, like, there is very different cultures in Papua New Guinea. Absolutely right. You know, it's interesting how they're all separated. You know, I've considered traveling there. I've considered I might even be there next year. We'll see. I've got a big kind of trip that I'm looking into at the moment, so we might see if we can kind of sneak past Papua New Guinea for a few weeks. Jay says but yes, lots of different kind of sections. So I understand why there would be no haka. Jay says, WA is playing England Lions in an NRL friendly here in Perth. WA leading 18-6. Poor Poms. What the shit? No one, I don't think anybody in this side of the country has heard about this. Western Australia is playing the England Lions in the NRL friendly. What the hell is an England Lion? The English are playing Samoa in the international friendlies, international tests from next week, sorry. What's an England Lion? But is that like our Australia PMXII versus Papua New Guinea PMXII game? Is that what that is? I think that's might be what that is, man. Because I don't think... Just anybody here in the chat, has anybody heard of this England Lions versus Western Australia game happening in Rugby League right now? I don't know about a single person that's heard about this. Yeah, it's a Fiji flag. Those of it. Go, Fiji, go. Go, go, go. Beers Man says, yeah, Edwards is dependable an inch or two away from X-Factor player. I don't see him anywhere near an X-Factor player, though. Like, I think that when he scores his tries, it's through absolutely dominant runs and solid, you know, his carrybacks are brilliant with his run mates and whatnot, but his defensive efficiency is very, very solid. But I don't see X-Factor at all. I don't see X-Factor at all with Dylan Edwards, but I do think he's a top See, this is the thing, right? I ask you this. Dylan Edwards is one of the best fullbacks in the game at Penrith. You put Dylan Edwards in the Gold Coast Titans, and I can tell you right now it doesn't work out. You put Dylan Edwards in the Broncos, and I can tell you right now it doesn't work out. You put Dylan Edwards anywhere else, I don't think it necessarily works out. I think that majority of these players in Penrith are very situational players. They're very system players. So it's going to be interesting to see how Luai carries on next year, because I think this is a big part of it why Cleary hasn't necessarily dominated Origin to the level that we'd like him to dominate so far. And the same thing goes for an Australian level. So that's. I feel like Penrith is very obviously system based. It's worked for them. It's great. They've won 4 premierships in a row, 5 grand finals. They've been in a row, right? But I think that a lot of these kind of plays are reason that is very system based, very very system based. So I am really excited to see how Luai goes to the Tigers. I am. Benny says I've heard of the Lions, but not the English Lions. Yeah, right here, Benny. Yo, right here, son. Right here to Detroit, baby. Detroit. Jay says, it's a friendly international game. Nah, not a Prime Minister XI. Well, there you go. There you go. Fair enough. Good luck to the Poms. They need it because their cricket team sucks. Your cricket team does suck, though, Pumpshush. All right, well, we're about to come out here for the game. 7 minutes to go here. 7 minutes to go until the game does kick off. Well, obviously, we do want to listen to these national anthems first, and then we've got the Nongal Muscle that Fiji will sing. Beautiful Fijian hymn. Again, if you guys don't know, this game is being played in Suva, which is about a 2.5 hour drive from where I am. Here they come. They're coming out now. About a 2.5 hour drive. But it shouldn't be. It's not that far in kilometres, but because in Fiji, there's no straight road, man. There's no straight road. You have to drive along the coastline, and it's woo, 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 woo. That's literally how it goes. That's the noise you hear as you're driving from Nandi to Suva. That's exactly the noise. Daniel Bay says, we're coming for that, Blaze, you know. Your cricket team sucks, Daniel. Daniel, look at me. Your cricket team sucks. No license required in Fiji. Well, Jay, you need a license, but this doesn't mean that people have them. That does not mean that people have them, but you do need a license. Does not mean people have them, however. Fiji and Papua New Guinea out in the field right now. Benny says, English Lions must be a B grade team then, because I only heard of the British Lions, the Union team. No, you've heard of the Detroit Lions, son. That's who you've heard of. All right, about to sing the national anthems here. God bless Fiji. God bless Fiji. Slapper says, Poms care more about the moral victory, not the actual victory. Yeah, absolutely. Mate, absolutely. Mate, but, you know, what do you want? Would you rather win the actual game or the moral victory? Come on, man. Let's be serious here. Slapper, let's be serious. Moral victory means so much more, morally speaking. So just listen to the national anthem of Papua New Guinea right now. Riley Catford says, both Fiji and Papua New Guinea jerseys are so hard. Okay, we'll put some pants on, is what I'll say to you, Riley. But yeah, I do like both the jerseys. The Fiji jersey is really nice, though, with that... is it like a teal blue? Is that what you would call it? It is really unreal. Daniel Bates has been nice to us, please. I don't think you'll ever find that an Englishman will ever be nice to the Australians when it comes to cricket, and Australians will not be nice to the English when it comes to cricket, that's for sure. Oh, it's not the spirit of cricket. He left his crease. He's a cat. Sportso says, the only Pom I'd like to have a beer with is Declan Rice. He's no Johnny Stones, mate. Johnny Stones, Johnny Stones, Johnny Stones, Johnny. So it's really hard to sing this song while I'm hearing the national anthem of Papua New Guinea in the background, by the way. Jay, please don't let me forget when this game starts to refresh the live score, though. It's your job, Jay. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. I'm going to remind you of your job. Dear me. Give the times. Look at the time. It's time for you to get in the job, mate. Come on. Don't wait some nice mostly. Mostly is the key word there. You wait till the Ashes are on. Let's see if you're nice then. Let's see. I've seen plenty of you Englishmen come through these streams over time, don't you worry. Looks like a nice oval. It's nice. It's right next to the water. is it's right next to the water. It's not really... Oh, you can hear it now. I was like, you can't really hear the national anthem right now. Davo says, yeah, ever thought of doing a live stream of Premier League games? When I get my own place, yeah, but I'm actually currently in... I'll say yes, tentatively. It's not anytime soon, though. Onward march together, God bless Fiji. For Fiji. What a song. Fire it up. Fire it up, man. Beautiful. Crowd's looking alright. Crowd's looking alright, trying to star. For Fiji. For Fiji. Papua New Guinea would have sold this out, though. Hope and glory. What was the score for the women's game? I think it was 30-16 Samoa, if I'm not mistaken. It's Fiji forevermore. Fire it up, ladies and gentlemen. Fire it up. Here we go. We're ready to rock and roll now. I think we've got the Nongal muscle first, but let's go. Benny agreed. What did Benny say? Hooligan chance Premier League a top 10. Oh, mate. Hooligan chance. They don't give a shit about your emotions or your feelings. They want to hurt your emotions. They want to hurt your feelings. They don't give a shit about your thoughts. If you say that's offensive, they'll say, good, well, guess what? I'm going to go harder. The shit they come up with is actually really incredible. 4,026 capacity. Do you think they'd be close, that crowd? No way, only 4,000. No way. I've been to this stadium many times, and there's no way it's only 4,000 capacity. Is that what it says online? Is that what it says online? No way. HFC Bank Stadium capacity. No, it's 15,000, you mother bish. You mother bish, man. What you mean 4,000? It's 15K. I've been here many times. I was like, you're crazy, man. Ooh. Ooh. That's what Wikipedia says. Mate, the stadium's got 15K. You say that's offensive, they make another chant. They make another chant, make it harder. His Bing is broken. You Google your Bing, your Chandler Bing Bong is broken, Mr. Jag94. Your Chandler Bing Bong is broken. I actually applaud the ref after games. That's how nice I am. Don't ever do that around here, buddy. You get time out for that kind of stuff. The Nongal Master is such a beautiful... It's so beautiful, right? Because it's such a contrast to how you would expect rugby league and the physicality and the aggression of this game. You get the Nongal Master, which is just such a beautiful hymn and song that we all sing together before you go to war. It really is great. The contrast is that you see them singing, you see them loving, they caring for the community and loving each other, instead of like a haka, which is aggressive, it's in your face, it's we're going to kill you, we're going to come through your village and we're going to take you out, we don't give a shit. But this is beautiful singing, but we're going to slap you. We're going to slap you. I said it now, 426 seats for 15,000 capacity. Welcome to the party, J94. Welcome to the party. Yeah, there is only one. So the way HFC Bank Stadium is set out is that on the side you guys don't see, the camera side, there is a big stand. There's a massive stand. To the left is grass, to the right is grass on the north and the south end. And the other side, which you can see on the screen, is the concrete. So you can pay $10 for a ticket on the grass on either side. Usually they don't open the north, but north or south. And then you pay like $20 for the concrete, and then you pay like $50 for the seats and whatnot. Nate J said, I love the international competition. It's come in a long way in the last 20 years, and I look forward to even more competitive competitions in the future. Let's go international footy. Mate, Nate J, you better fire up, son. You better fire up because you're absolutely spot on there, champion. International footy is great. I don't think it's at Origin level, but I'm telling you it's great. Jeez, Jay, didn't even remind me. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. They've got to do everything around here. But all right, here we go. Here we go. It's time to kick it off here for the international game between Fiji and Papua New Guinea. Obviously, guys, whack that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. And let's get this show on the road. Not road on the show on the road, or maybe the road on the show. We'll see how we go here. Give me some score predictions in the chat. I'm going to say Fiji 20-18. I reckon Papua New Guinea will give it a crack. No, I'll go 20-12. I'll go 20-12. I'll go 20-12. Scroll up, Mr. Stream, and utilize your eyes. No. No, we won't do that. We don't do that. Has this affected Bronny James' legacy? Mate, he's on fire, isn't he? He's on fire, that Bronny James bloke. Alright, cool. My stream's just gone down here. My stream has just gone down. So cool. Not the stream here with you guys. The stream of the game. How good is that? How good is that? 24-16 Fiji. Slapper says, yeah, I don't mind it. It's pretty similar to the scoreline that I've kind of gone with there. 28-16. Oh, it hasn't started yet. Beautiful. Wait, wait, what? Has the game actually kicked off yet or not? No, I think they're still doing no, they're about to kick off now. This is wrong. It hasn't kicked off yet. it hasn't actually kicked off yet. 16-8 Fiji get done, but on the last 15. I think that's too low scoring, man. Like, I can see it, but I think that's too low scoring. I do. I think it might be a little bit too low scoring there. I think Fiji's got enough points in them to put a few points on the board. I do. But I also think the Papua New Guinea will just work hard, mate. They will. Nikhil says Fiji time. Is that a positive or a negative in this? Because Fiji time is a positive in regards to... Fiji time effectively means laziness. When someone says Fiji time, it means not on time. If you say 6 o'clock, that means... If you say we're going out for drinks at 6, we're not heading out till 7:30 at minimum. You know, if we're going out clubbing at 10 o'clock at night, well, to be fair, the club's close here at 1, but if we're not going out clubbing until 9 o'clock, don't worry, we're not getting out till 11. Fiji time just means the time is wrong by a couple of hours. You might even be waiting days. You might be waiting days. All right, here we go. Tui Kamikamitha looks fired up here. All right, Papua New Guinea will kick this ball off here to Fiji. And Fiji will start with the ball. Oh, they let it bounce, but it will be Mike Arsivo. The big dots of 15 man gets the ball at the 15. Benny says, my man hoping he's picked at 18th man. Who's this? Who are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. So, what's happening here? I missed that because I was looking at something over here in the chat. Oh, DeBella must have come up for a HIA in the first 20 seconds. What's in here? Oh, Shining Star, way too early, bro. Way too early, mate. You're very well... Shining Star, you know what the drill is around here, bro. You know what the drill is around here, man. Don't be silly. You're going to get timed out for that if you think that... If you just said Sivo's already scored a try. If he's just said that he thinks Sivo's going to score first try, then we apologise, Shining Star. But you also need to understand that we might be a little bit behind here, mate, because I'm currently streaming this. So please, if that means that he's about to score a try, you deserve that timeout. So Fiji here with the ball, forward tackle, gets the ball into 35, and we're taken down. I do think we've actually probably misinterpreted that, Jay, but Shining Star, we love you regardless. Just don't do it again. Papua New Guinea get the ball at the 15. I just realised what he said after I said that. Oh, jeez, massive hit there. Robert Derby gets slapped at the 20. Jersey looking good for Fiji. Yeah, I want one, mate. I want one of these jerseys for sure. It's unbelievable. Whoa, Fiji are fired up here. Probably going to get slapped back down to the 20. Whoa. The crowd is up and at him at the moment. Through the first try. I'm sorry, Shine Star. I know what you did now. I know what you meant. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. But, you know, this is what happens. Good run by Dan McDonald. Gets the offload away as well. And it's going to be Liam Horn taking out the halfway point. It did look a bit dodgy. You got to understand. It did look a bit dodgy. So, forward tackle. They get this ball here to the 40. But now, I tell you what, Shining Star's looking and he's saying, but Jag94 just said through the first try. Why is he not getting timed out? And that would be Fiji. Makasivo grabs the ball here at the 1 and he's going to bring it out here to the 10. I say this every time Fiji play Papua New Guinea, but I feel like, because Fiji is Melanesian, right? So this is something interesting that a lot of people don't know. Fiji is not Polynesia. Fiji is Melanesian. Now, Rotuma, which is a part of Fiji, is actually Polynesian. But Fijians are Melanesian, which is the same as Papua New Guinea. Whilst you've got New Zealand, you've got Tonga, you've got Samoa, the Cook Islands and whatnot, these are all Polynesians, right? So it's interesting that, Fiji are a part of that. I feel like that means effectively Papua New Guinea kind of came down, because there is a lot of similarities between the two cultures, between Fiji and Papua New Guinea. Jersey number font times 1,000. Did you see the women's game, bro? The women's game was wild. The numbers were bigger than this shit. The numbers were massive. Fiji will get this ball here through Kurt Donahue down to the 20. And it's going to be Robert Derby who brings his ball back into the 30. I'm telling you, watch out for him, mate. He's a good player. But yeah, best sport. If you watch the women's game, bro, the 7 was nearly bigger than the entire body. Heard Robert Derby's a chance to be on the wing next year for the Cows with Holmes and Felt gone. Robert Derby's a good player, man. I do like him. I do like Robert Derby. It'd be good to see. I think the Cowboys need to go away from trying to find the experience, the X factor, and I think they need to go through just a really hard, gritty, tough nut team, because they've got the attack there, but also, oh, that's a massive hit there. That's a whopping hit by Michael Jennings, the old man. Old dog still has new tricks. Huge hit there. Now Fiji will grab this ball through Sunat Taruva. He'll bring it back here to the 10, then to the 15, and he'll be taken down here. Poor start, got the shit end of the stick. Kick our first try in Katonga, anytime try, put the kids on it. Oh, that's where he plays. Now I remember where Kitana Katonga plays. The Dogs. Good offload there. Now Tane Milne. Oh, gets the ball to the 33. That's a really good run there from Tane Milne. No, it's what? Is that? No, it was Tane Milne. That's right. Kurtana Uviliami kick out. Left hand side of Michael Jennings. Jennings gets the ball underneath, and now it's going to be picked up by Jacob Arlick, my boy. Jacob Arlick Winky grabs the ball from the grass here. Now Papua New Guinea get the first attack of the game. Fiji looked like they were going to piece apart that left-hand side just then, but unfortunately the ball went to grass, and Papua New Guinea picked it up because Jacob Arlick Winky's the greatest bloke that ever existed. Second tackle here at the 30 to give it outside, and that's a great tackle by Tane Milne. He's looking like he's going to have one of those big-time games that I say. He's either rocks, or he's rocks, or he's diamonds. There's 3 rocks to 1 diamond. And right now he's looking diamondy. 4 tackle here, 7 metres out here from the line. You've got Kurt Donahue for Papua New Guinea. They go right-hand side off to De Bellin. De Bellin to Kyle Laybutt. And Roderick Ty gets the offload away here. Liam Horn. Oh, that's unbelievable defense there by Tane Milne again. What a start for Tane Milne. Papua New Guinea will be held up. That's good defense, Fiji. That is good defense, Fiji. But Tane Milne, what a start that he has had. What a start Tane Milne has had to this game. He's had multiple huge tackles, a try-saving tackle, and that run back before that carry back was brilliant. Nate says, I've got old man Jenna for any time try. I said my 2 for Fiji would be Mike Asivo and Vili Bombili Kika. And then for Papua New Guinea, I went Robert Derby and Jeremiah Simbican, who played for the North Devils in the Hostels Cup final. And won in the Interstate Championship. Forward tackle here to become a Kamita for Fiji. Gets taken out of the 45. Taken down to the 45. They go left-hand side here. Kurt Donahue gives up to Vili Bombili. And he'll be taken down now at the 40. He'll be fit tackle. Good start here, though. Physical start. Fast start, but physical. And that is a forward pass. That's a forward pass. That is really poor there from Penioni Tangi to a move Fiji. And Papua New Guinea will get the ball here at the 40. Yeah, PNG are winning the battle at the moment, but then again, this is what I said before the game started. If you actually know the international game, you know that although Fiji have all the stars on paper and Papua New Guinea have a limited amount of stars, they always turn up for this kind of game. They always turn up against Fiji. This is the rivalry. You never know who's going to win this, but if you're looking to back someone, the underdog is always a good value pick here with Papua New Guinea because they are always underdogs. But they always turn up. Third tackle in Papua New Guinea, they'll beat the 45. It happened last year. Happened the year before that too. Papua New Guinea beat Fiji in the middle of the year. 6 again here, Papua New Guinea, and they're going to be 35 metres out. Fiji beat them once last year. Papua New Guinea beat them in the final of the Pacific Bowl. The year before that, I remember Papua New Guinea won 18-10, I believe, at Santos National Football Stadium. Aktano Tosoviti, Nakavaka Levu. Second tackle now, right-hand side. Kurt Donahue. Not Kurt Donahue. I keep saying Kurt Donahue. It's Lachlan Lamb. Lachlan Lamb, Papua New Guinea. Kurt Donahue, 7. Fiji, a Muppet. They go right side, Jack DeBellin. DeBellin now, and Kyle Laybart will be 9 metres out here from the line. 4 tackle. Kumuls all over at the moment. They've got all the field position. They're just going to have this attack, which is where they will lack. They give it to Roderick Ty. And Roderick Ty, be careful you don't give a sideline. Wow, 6 again here for Papua New Guinea. So first tackle, 15 out. Papua New Guinea are getting every opportunity known to man by this Fiji team. Do they have the defense? Because we all know Fiji have the attack with the players like a Micah Siva, Toruva, the players like even Ravalawa's not even playing today, by the way, who is a very solid player. So, oh, jeez, they're going to get done here. They're going to get done. They're going to get done here. Oh, that's unbelievable cover defense by... Oh, that's unbelievable by Fiji. Oh, Viliami kick out. Well done. No, what? Wrong call, touchy. He did not go into the sideline before kick out grabbed that ball. Yeah, Shiny Star, you told me something. Sorry, brother. We misinterpreted your comment. Unbelievable defense here from Fiji. Can't believe they didn't concede to Papua New Guinea just then. But also, that's the incorrect call by the touchy. He didn't go out before he got that ball away. So Fiji get the ball here at the 10. Unlucky to Papua New Guinea, but again, Fiji defense was really quality there. Benny says, this will be a stupid question. No such thing as a stupid question, mate. But I need to know why, other than playing the English Test squad, is Samoa not the Pacific Championship this year? Sounds like a pretty stupid question to me, Benny. No, it's not a stupid question at all, mate. Listen, when you've got as many games in the NRL as you do, there's already complaints right now. There's too many games as it is, right? So the reason why there's only one team that goes up for 3 games every year, good run. That was a great run by Caleb Navale. 1 second here, 4 tackle, Fiji on the roll at the halfway point. This is huge run by Taruva. Wowee. Dosomanda, left hand side here, Donahue. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. That was dumb. So it's fit tackle, they swap it over to Papua New Guinea. Have they got a kick away yet, Fiji? I don't know. Anyway, Benny, Samoa, like you can only play 6 teams here. Like, how are you going to play a 7th team? Because you've got 3 teams in this pool, which is Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and Cook Islands. And then you've got 3 teams in the other one, which is Australia, New Zealand, and Tonga. Who do you bring in? England, you're just not going to do that because it's basically a World Cup then. It makes sense to take a team every year up there for an English series. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a Fiji next year. I wouldn't be surprised if Fiji or even like a Papua New Guinea got for England series. It wouldn't surprise me actually more so Papua New Guinea based on the fact that a lot of their players actually play in the Super League. So fit tackle now and... Oh, Richard will get taken down at the 35. Fit tackle. 30 minutes to go in the first half here, guys. Do me a favour. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. I can definitely tell you that a lot more Papua New Guineans have come through this stream because look at that poll. And that's going to be Semi Valame. Gets his ball here to the 10. Valame gets the ball to the 10 on first tackle. Fiji struggling for the meters here. And when they do get meters, they don't get a kick away. J94, Ravalawa didn't deserve to get picked. Had a disappointing season. He'll be in reserve grade all year next year. I would personally select Ravalawa over Semi Valame. I would select Ravalawa over Valame. I'm very well aware of how his performances were. Oh, big hit there by Kyle Laybart. Wow, 4 tackle for Fiji at the 30. They're struggling for meters right now. And good run there by Nakumbuwai, but Fiji struggling for meters at the moment. But no, I think that absolutely I'd be selecting Ravalawa over Semi Valame personally. Oh, that's a 40-20. Oh, it's 40-20. That is a beautiful 40-20 there from Fiji. Their first kick of the game that they've gotten away, and they've kicked a 40-20. So they'll get the ball at 10. That's unbelievable stuff. That is unbelievable stuff. Nate J says, welcome back, Shining Star. You should sue the moderators, mate. Very smart comment there, Nate J, because thank you for not saying sue the YouTube man himself, Mr. Sport, because then that would have probably got you timed out. So it's good that you insulted the moderators. No, very good idea. Very good idea. All right, so Fiji here, 3 meters out from the line, first tackle. First tackle now. Out the right-hand side to Kurt Donahue. Donahue off the count of Navale. 6 again here for Fiji. It's going to be first tackle and going to be 5 meters out from the line. Yeah, Marcelo Montoya's another one too, actually. A few players missing. But then again, you're also missing Daniel Saifidi and Jacob Saifidi and whatnot. A lot of these players don't usually play in these tournaments. So I go left-hand side, but those guys should be here. Billy on the kick. Ow! Crunch under the 10, third tackle. Good. Kyle Labart's defense in this game has been brilliant. It's been really good. Out the back here to Donahue. Donahue at the 10. Now I'm telling you, Fiji have the attack, but let's just see what they can do with no episode. No. One major short here for tackle. Tangi doing more. Tried to go over that little barnstorm and run underneath. Couldn't get there. That's offside. Surely, referee. Surely that's offside. Taruva, what the hell was that? What happened there? What was that? Regan Campbell-Gillard is also eligible for Fiji J94. The camera looks weirder, is it me? Are you talking about the one here at the game, or are you talking about my camera? If you're talking about my camera, then shush. If you're talking about the one at HSC Bank Stadium, it's because it's a smaller stadium, right? So, like, we're playing in Fiji here, man. We're not playing in Gold Coast, the best place that ever existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, camera's going to be a little bit honky-donkey. It's going to be a little bit honky-donkey from time to time. You start clicking on here, Daz, mate, using the old noggin. Third tackle now, Papua New Guinea. At the 35, short ball, arguably forward, is forward. They will call forward pass here. Good defense there from Fiji, but forward pass from Kumuls. Now, Jay says, Campbell-Gillard of the Titans next year, good pickup. No way, no, that's the first time I've heard of it. That's crazy. I did kind of hint to you guys for weeks before that happened, that it was happening, but no one clicked on. Well, one person clicked on Instagram, but I was hinting for a while now. But, yeah, no, it is a good signing. It is a good signing, mate. You know, Big Maui, Tino, new signing as well. Regan Campbell-Gillard, David Fafita, Bowie Firma, 13 Chrissy Randall. Potato, tomato. It's the most beautiful forward pair I've ever seen in my life. So my first tackle here for Fiji at 35. Simeon Matthews has got a Kumuls. Logan Borsak says also on the other side, PNG don't have Coates, Olam, Johnson, Zach Labart. Zach Labart's not exactly someone that we'd be referring to there, but Olam, yes. Johnson, yes. And Coates, yeah, sure. But he chose to play for Australia. It's not like he's injured, so I disagree with that. You can't include Coates. He chose to play for Australia. He's playing for Australia. Can't include Coates. But Olam and Johnson, I definitely agree with. But Fiji, yeah, no Api Saikotowi-Sao. They've got no, you could argue Wakem, but again, that's not one. I'd say the same with Zach Labart. Api Kotowi-Sao. Dream Buller is another one that's not playing, you know. Oh, good chance here. Oh, the ball bounce. No, too far. So it'll be a 7-tackle set here for Papua New Guinea at the 20. Who else? So Dream Buller's not playing. Masada Montoya. Mikali Ravalawa. Api Saikotowi-Sao. Daniel Saifidi. Jacob Saifidi. Who was the other one that we were talking about? Regan Campbell-Gillard. Like, this is the players out of Fiji. But again, I'm telling you, Fiji are a great team if they have all those guys. They are. The only team Fiji usually loses to in the World Cup is Australia or New Zealand, and they got robbed against New Zealand that last World Cup, FYI. It should have been Australia versus Fiji in that semi-final. Good offload here. And they're away here down the left-hand side, but Roderick Ty is taken down at the 25. Third tackle here, Papua New Guinea. This is a really enjoyable game at the moment. Good run by Lachlan Lamb. He'll get crunched down here at the 15. Tane Milne is having an absolute blockbuster game in the first 16 minutes here. Liam Horn. He gets his right-hand side. Taken down at the 15. Jeremiah Simbican. They go quickly. Right inside, they've got numbers galore. Kicks it over the top. That's a 7-tackle set coming up for Fiji. Awful kick. Awful. That was an awful chip. I don't know what just happened then. They're all offside, referee. How is that not a penalty? Okay, thank you. I was going to say, that's wild. He's calling a high tackle, not even offside. He didn't even call it as an offside. He called it as the high tackle. That's crazy that he didn't get called for offside there. Oh no, what's... Someone just messaged me about the Ezra Mam situation. Ben Hunt sniffing round 2, might get him. No, we're not going for him. RCG is also eligible to play for Tanzania. Thank you, Daz, mate, for letting us know something that we definitely would only need to know at a random sports pub night. And I don't know if that would ever be a question, but if someone is a... if you are a host of random quiz nights of sport around the country of Australia or New Zealand, you can add in which NRL player for the Gold Coast Titans is eligible to play for Tanzania? And the answer is apparently Regan Campbell-Gillard. Myself and Daz, mate, we will take 40% of your earnings, however. So thank you for that one. Just use the donation button now. So third tackle now, Fiji. They're at the 20 metres. Off to Kurt Donahue. Donahue off to Torova. Kick out. Throws it away. It's an intercept there. Away, Papua New Guinea. At the 30. At the 40. At the 50. Oh! Chance! Papua New Guinea will score the try through the intercept. And Robert Derby, I told you, Robert Derby scores a try for Papua New Guinea, baby. The Papua New Guinea Kumuls will score. They lead 6-0 through an intercept. Or 4-0, sorry. 4-0 through an intercept. 4-0 through an intercept, man. Dearie me. And that's not out of nowhere, but it's a little bit against the run of play. Fiji was starting to pick it up a little bit. And what did I say? Papua New Guinea always turn up, man. They do. They always turn up. It was just a dumb play there from Viliami Kikau. It was. It was a dumb play from Vili Bombili, who's just not looking at what's happening, just tries to offload the ball backwards and go straight to Robert Derby, who's got some speed. The number 6 there, Kevin Ngama, had some speed, though, about him as well. Logan Baltic says, I don't think Fiji and PNG could ever get to full strength anymore with a lot of players coming into Australia and New Zealand. Saifidi and Jacob Saifidi both said they'll play in the 2026 World Cup. I don't think Regan Campbell-Gillard will be selected for Australia, so he'll more than likely play Fiji. Because this is in Australia, right? So they don't have to travel anywhere. So it makes sense that they'll all play. You've got Apikota Wisau, who will obviously play for Fiji. You've got Dream Bulla, Sungtrova. You'll have... who else? William Mikukau. They've got... They will have a good team, bro. They will have a good team, I'm telling you. Mercury says, as a Kumuls fan, I wish Ezra Mann was eligible to play in Papua New Guinea as a Western Torres Strait Islander. Forgive me for my ignorance, but how does that... Is Western Torres Strait Islander to Papua New Guinea? Is that... Like, are you classified as Papua New Guinea if you're Western Torres Strait Islander? Like, how is... The reason why I'm asking this question is because, one, I don't know the answer to this, but also, two, how does the two relate? Because otherwise you could just say, I wish Nathan Cleary played for New Zealand. Oh, or I wish Nathan Cleary was eligible for Papua New Guinea. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the relation there, Mercury? I don't know the answer. So Reece Martin will miss the kick, so we'll say 4-0 here to Papua New Guinea after 19 minutes into the game. Nate says Papua New Guinea with the thief in the night try. Well, it happened last night too. Australia's first try came off the back of an intercept. Australia's first try came off the back of an intercept against Lolohea. Tuimawala Lolohea. Nathan Cleary will play for Samoa, Desmond says. Yes, we do know that the Penrith Panthers team do like to play for Samoa. Siwa Wong also eligible for Fiji. I think he's the 18th man today, isn't he? Is he not 18th man? Oh, he wouldn't be 18th man. No, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why he's not playing. But yeah, Siwa Wong is definitely eligible. He played in the... Did he play the World Cup? No. Maybe. Ado Carmos has stolen Ezra Mam's charger. What's happening here? I'm going to avoid this conversation like the plague. Try Time Shining Star says, yep, absolutely. So going to second tackle now, Papua New Guinea. They'll get this ball to the 35. Siwa Wong is in the Tonga squad. Fair enough. Yeah, well, Tonga's playing Australia, New Zealand. You'd rather play for Tonga than Fiji when Fiji's playing Cook Islands and Papua New Guinea comparatively to Australia, New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense why you play for Tonga rather. So it's going to be fifth tackle now, Papua New Guinea at the 30 of Fiji's side of the field. 20 minutes to go in the first half, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. At halftime, I'm getting a bottle of water. I'm definitely getting a bottle of water because my throat is sore. And that's another awful... Oh, Sivo. Sivo. It's an easy catch there. It's an easy catch. And he's dropped the ball. And now he's blaming some bloke in the crowd, basically. It's not the bloke in the crowd's fault there, Michael Sivo. It is your fault for not being ready with it. Oh, no. Sivo lost his marbles there. You've blamed everybody else. How was he blaming anybody else? All he had to do was catch that. It's not as easy as I thought. But it's still like he should have been catching that. It would have been a 7-tackle set as well. So Torova will kick that ball and go straight to Papua New Guinea. And they'll bring it back now to the 20 through Jeremiah Simbican. First tackle. I don't know what I just watched from Sivo. Enderbacker says, mate, you're looking like an Eels. He's looking like an Eels winger, that's for sure. So second tackle now for the Kumuls. Might have numbers here. Might have. Oh, wow. Nene McDonald just drops the ball forward. That was not good, son. Not good. Mercury says Western Province in Papua New Guinea has some family ties by blood with the Torres Strait Islanders. That's where I'm coming from. Maybe his grandfather was Western Province. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I didn't know that. Because I don't think many Australians actually... We know of the Torres Strait Islands, but I don't think that people... I don't think that people would really be able... I don't think they'd be able to point out a map. I wouldn't be able to, so that's why I'm going to look at it right this very second. I think it's like north of Queensland, isn't it? Is it like near like Bati Island and stuff? Or is that what Torres Strait Islands are? Again, forgive me for my ignorance. Not many people would know what I'm saying here, so that's why I'm talking about it. It's like above... It's above North Queensland, yeah? It's those little islands above like... yeah, Torres Strait. Okay, so it's around like the Prince of Wales Island, Horn Island, Thursday Island stuff, yeah? I don't know. And the ball will bounce here up to Guinea, and they'll get this ball here at the 20, and then crunch down. This game is so random. It's very random, but that's what you're going to get with these two teams, bro. But it makes it fun. It does. Second tackle in PNG, and they'll be taking out the 25. Now, I think Sean Russell and Loffy got along in the PM's game. I hear that we are trading wingers. That's absolutely not true. Sean Russell is never coming to the Gold Coast Titans. And if that happens, I'm moving to India. Don't Forces, I've had people ask me how Jack DeBellin qualifies for Papua New Guinea. His grandmother born there, that's the reason. That's fine. We weren't asking you, though. No one here asked about Jack DeBellin, but sure. And it'll be Fiji who get the ball here at the 35. And Mike Asivo here. He's away. Taken down at the 50. Good run. Good 16, 17 metre run there. So Michael Jennings here. Costa Bandy. Good tackle, by the way. They give it off here. Toruva to Semi Valame. Second tackle. Pumping the legs. 34 metres out. That does. It used to be a land bridge. Oh, there used to be a land bridge between the north part of Queensland and those islands in that area. Is that what you're saying? So Tungatumbo gives up to Donahue. Donahue to Caleb Navale. And before tackle now, 20 metres out here from the line for Fiji. Yeah, shame Ipape is injured. He's been class the last couple of years. I do like Edwin Ipape, Les. I do. Thought he was really good at that last World Cup as well. And Papua New Guineans love him, man. They love him. Fifth tackle here. They give up to Donahue. Donahue at the back now to Sunda Toruva. Toruva! Oh, good tackle. Good offload. Donahue kicks it through. Try to Michael Jennings. Tosaviti. Oh, no. Maybe not. Maybe not. They're going to check something here. They are going to check something here. What's happening here? So, it's an easy try for Jennings, but what's he saying the no try for? Obstruction the lead up is what they're looking at. Okay. Maybe obstruction. So, Donahue. So, they're looking at kick out, obviously. Yeah, it's going to be no try. Consistent with what we see, this will be no try. Like, Laybutt's full of shit, but it's going to be no try. Like, Laybutt is absolutely full of shit there, but it's a no try. It's technically obstruction, but Laybutt's full of shit. Grimman says, you just have to talk about the Dragons, don't you? So, no try. No try there. Jeez, the Papua New Guineans in the crowd are going crazy. That's funny, yes. There is a lot of Papua New Guineans in Fiji, to be fair. There is quite a few. Maybe not a lot, but there's quite a few. A lot of them probably go to the University of South Pacific, USP, in Suva. Jay, aren't you glad that you come here and learn so much more? Mate, Jay, he didn't go to school. This is his school. This is his school. This is the BKR school of unbelievableness. And that's what we're going to professionally call it. It's Fiji far from Papua New Guinea. Fiji is like around Samoa, Samoa, Tonga and whatnot. It's close enough. Tonga's pretty close. Gold Coast, Brisbane, northeast is Fiji. Obviously, Papua New Guinea is north directly. It's far enough away. It's not like they're next door neighbours. And that's an obstruction. That's an obstruction, referee. How are you not calling that as an obstruction? How are you not calling that? They're going to score a try here. It'll come back for a no try. It's going to come back for a no try here, referee. Papua New Guinea will score, but Junirimbo will score. There's no way you can't say that the one that was taken off Fiji, this one doesn't come back as well. Krypton video says Fiji far from Papua New Guinea. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like they're next door neighbours. Fiji's northeast from, I'm trying to explain it in Australian terms. Fiji is northeast. Papua New Guinea is directly north, but they are a distance away. So try time in Papua New Guinea, but I want to have a look here back at this, right there. Right there. He contacts Kurt Donahue. Contacts him on the inside. Let's have a look at this again. I want to make sure. It's very 50-50 though. It'll be interesting to see if they go back and have a look at this. It'll be interesting because Papua New Guinea might have just scored another try. But Kurt Donahue does get contacted by the player. He does get contacted by the player on the inside shoulder. Can we build a bridge from Fiji to Papua New Guinea? The answer is no. Because that is the most dangerous passage ever. I'm pretty certain that passage between, like, if you would look at the Bermuda Triangle in, like, America and whatnot, a Bermuda Triangle of Australia, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, the waves in that area are wild. Wild. Also, that's where the Mariana Trench is, isn't it? I'm pretty certain that's where the Mariana Trench is. So they've called it a try. Fair enough. Fair enough. Craig says, "I really jags. Jack Bond doesn't play for the Dragons anymore, apparently." So they will get the kick here, Reece Martin. So it will be 10-0 Papua New Guinea with 14 minutes to go here in the first half. Here we go. And we're fired up. Papua New Guinea fired up. Comment in the chat right now if you are from Papua New Guinea. Get around it. Only if it's an underwater bridge. I tell you what. But I'm pretty certain, and Papua New Guinea / Fijians watching right now, correct me if I'm wrong, is the Mariana Trench not in between Fiji and Papua New Guinea? So for people who don't know, the Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the ocean. The complete deepest part of any ocean across the world. It's called the Mariana Trench. I'm pretty certain it's nearly directly in between Fiji and Papua New Guinea. I feel like it goes down up there. Like, you've obviously got the Great Barrier Reef, and then to the northeast of the Great Barrier Reef, I believe, is the Mariana Trench. Jay says, "Andrew, I vote you for president." He did better than Kamala. 14 minutes to go the first half. He would. Anyone would. I think Greg Martin would. So with Papua New Guinea, we'll get this ball into the 15. Mipus Sirongi says, "Go to Kumuls." Yes, mate, it's near the Philippines. I'm looking to go there next year, by the way. So it's near the Philippines. Philippines is... Oh, so it's not then. No, I'm talking about Papua New Guinea to Fiji. So... Because the Philippines is like up and around Papua New Guinea and then in between like Indonesia and Vietnam and all type of stuff. So that's a little bit further than what I was talking about, to be fair. Sponsored by Bintang. Mate, get us a Bintang. You can't go to Bali and not get a Bintang singlet. You can't go to Bali where those Australian like fit tackle in Papua New Guinea at the 45, by the way. You get those Australian border shorts with the Australian flag on it. You get a nice little Bintang. You get one of those hats, the bucket hats with the little straw things coming down, the cork hat, and you get your thongs out. Now that's a Bali local. Now that's a Bintang Bali local. Welcome to Bali. Toruva, he'll be taken down to the 8. Philippines is nice. I'm looking to go there next year, J94. Looking to go there. Probably see some NRL streams from over there. I'm telling you guys, there'll be a lot that changes next year, man. But we will still be streaming. You'll actually see more streams, to be fair. You'll get to put up with me for Titans games. Looking forward to seeing that, Jay. Good luck with that one, Jay. Good luck with that one, buddy. To me and you. Philippines and Taiwan aren't far from the Mariana Trench. Okay, so it's like it's near enough Japan too then. So it's like in between Philippines and Japan, Jay. That would be where it is. Philippines right next to Japan. Okay, your map is a little bit off, mate. Your map is a little bit off. Right next to Japan... Japan is... Oh, that's out in the fall for Fiji. Wow, Fiji are playing poorly here, man. They are. 10-0 Papua New Guinea, and they've kicked the ball out in the full here, Donahue. Pahendra says, Papua New Guinea and Indonesia now are allowed to cross borders by car. Really? Because I know that those borders there are really dangerous. I know the highlands borders between Western Indonesia and Papua New Guinea are actually quite dangerous. Ben Hunt's going to the Broncos. Cool. Is he really? Like, okay. Okay. Stole it from the Vatican Underground. I have the original map. I'm just trying to figure out how he just said that Japan is right next to the Philippines. So it's going to be Papua New Guinea, you lose the ball, and it'll be Fiji ball here at the 20. You're currently going through a BKR geography lesson here, by the way, guys. You're currently going through a BKR geography lesson. There's a biffo here. There's a little bit of a biffo here. Tane, I tell you what, Lachlan Lamb and Tane Milne, I will be honest with you. Lachlan Lamb, Tane Milne is probably the last person on the Fiji team that you want to have a biffo with, mate. Probably the last one you want to have a biffo with. J94 is my heritage Philippines. Okay, so J94, you've just told us that your heritage is the Philippines, and you're going to sit here and you're going to tell me that the Philippines is right next to Japan. You reckon to me that Japan is right next to the Philippines, and yet this is your heritage. You reckon? Jag94, he's retracted his message. What's the point of retracting your message, Jag94, when I'm currently roasting you for it already? I've already seen your message, mate. So right-hand side, they give it off here to Tane Milne here. Gives it to Sebi Valame. He's 25 metres out. You got to remember, Jake, it's all good banter, bro. You don't have to remember your message. It's all just a bit of a laugh. But Japan's nowhere near Philippines. It's ages away up northeast. So fourth tackle now. I wouldn't say nowhere near, but it's not as close as you made it out to be. So fourth tackle here, 12 metres out from the line. They give it off to Donahue. Donahue here to Turuva at the back of the Jennings. That's good rush up defense there from Robert Derby. Fifth tackle here for Fiji. They're at the 15. Underneath here, Turuva. They just don't have any attack, man. Kurt Donahue, you got to do way more. And also, Kevin Nangame is on a 5'8". It's as simple as that. Yeah, I would have thought that J94 wanted to move on from that combo. Mercury says Ben Hunt will definitely go to the Titans or Dolphins, not Broncos, but we'll see. I don't think he goes to the Titans, mate. I would nearly confirm he's not going to the Titans, but the Dolphins are a likely chance. Ladyboy Central and Bali isn't like. I don't know if this conversation's even something acceptable. Is it acceptable to I don't know if it's acceptable nowadays. It's so difficult nowadays. You got to figure out what's acceptable to say and what's not acceptable to say. But like Thailand obviously has a large portion in that regard. But I think that's just kind of like a fact. Right hand side here, and they, I don't know. Fifth tackle 35. Greg Martin says my heritage is Chinese, which is right next to Bolivia. Thank you, Greg. Bolivia and China, close enough. Oh, good take there by Micah Sivo. It's about as close as Philippines to Japan. Some good players in the NRL that have Filipino heritage currently in pass. Payne and Cleese Haas, Craig Wing and Matty Sarama. Yeah, definitely. I know, obviously, Matty well personally, and also Cleese. I was actually talking to Cleese if he'd ever played for the Filipino team. I think it was after the Tigers. No, it was another game. I can't remember. 8 minutes to go, by the way, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. The Mariana Trench is north of Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. Yeah. It's like around-ish, yeah, I think. It's like around. I'm travelling in this area next year, guys. You'll see BKR travel vlogs. I'm travelling in this area next year. So we'll talk about the Mariana Trench on that vlog. So Fiji now, they'll be 35 metres out. Jaden before just said Dragons are trying to offer a swap with Titans for. I'm not even reading the rest of this comment. You're gonna hurt my brain for even suggesting what I've just seen you to suggest. I dead set. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Jaden. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. That is. Oh, they're away here. I'm going to get the 40, the 45. Oh, take it down. First tackle. That is possible. I'm not even responding to that with a genuine response. So it's first tackle. Papua New Guinea are all over Fiji here. They're all over Fiji here. They're all over Fiji. Hit the 25. Second tackle here, Papua New Guinea. And they're 22 metres out of the line. They go quickly here. At the 20, Jack de Bellin. Chance here, Papua New Guinea. 5 metres out of the line. Third tackle. They're going to score here. Sylvester Namo nearly scored. They go quickly from dummy. Gives it off here to Lachlan Lamb. Off to Kyle Laybut. Laybut now underneath to Jeremiah Simbican. Simbican gets it back here to Laybut. Kicks it through. Let it go. Sivo. Good leave. Good leave. So it'll be 7 tackles set coming up for Fiji. Andrew Baker says, Bruno signed for 10 years, but hey, Dragons is getting him. Andrew, please, this is why I didn't respond to him. This is why I did not respond to J94, because that's absolutely the biggest dribble comment I've ever seen. AJ Brimson is signed until 2030, mate. Like, you know, and JC is signed until 2027. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here, J94? What are we doing here? You know, this is why we say to you, stop talking about the Dragons. Like, it's a dumb comment. Frank says, I'm from Papua New Guinea. Welcome all the way from Papua New Guinea, Frank. We love you guys. You're all obsessed with rugby league, and it's great to see. And you're going all right now in this game. Fiji ball, first tackle to get the 38 on their side of the field. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Exactly right, Jay. Andrew, don't encourage him. There's a reason why I said to him just then, it's stupid, because the contract situation is not happening. So, second tackle. Ben Hunt is 35 years old. Dragons fans, you think that we want him now? We wanted him last year. We're not wanting him this year. Third tackle. We've got Carter Gordon. We're fine with Carter Gordon. Third tackle. We've got to give Carter Gordon a crack. There's no point taking him from the Wallabies if you're not going to utilise him. Fourth tackle here at 35. And he was unbelievable for Tweed, mate. Unbelievable, Carter Gordon. All right. If they can get points before half-time here, Fiji, that's huge. Donaghy, but they've just got no halves. Their halves aren't doing it for him, man. Kevin Langama, I haven't seen him at all, and Kurt Donaghy has been average at best. And that's another average kick. Oh, it might actually work out. Knocked back. Fiji ball here at the 15. Michael Jennings kicks it through for himself. It's too hard. These in-goal areas are very small. Logan ball sacks. Here we go. He's Google at its best. For those arguing about the Mariana Trench, no one's arguing about the Mariana Trench. We're just conversating about it. The spot in the Mariana Trench where it hits lowest is located at Guam Island. I know where Guam is. That's an American province, isn't it? I'm pretty certain Guam is owned by America. I think they use the USD and everything. Guam Island, the closest known country is the Philippines, 2,500 kilometers east of the Philippines. Okay, yeah. Is Nathan Cleary going to the Super League? Abadan, I don't understand why you're even bothering trolling here, bro. You're not getting the reaction you want, bro. No one cares. Everyone knows that you're just trolling, bro. Third tackle here, Papua New Guinea at 33. And they give it off here to Bellin. Bellin gives it out. Left-hand side, Reece Martin. And it'll be 25 metres out, fourth tackle. It's only 10-0. But if Papua New Guinea score again, I struggle to see Fiji coming back. I could see a world it happens, but 6 again here for Papua New Guinea. Wow. Wow. Fiji, their own worst enemies at the moment, too. Cleary is off to ping pong. Listen, love a good game of ping pong. I'd beat all of you at ping pong. I'm really good at ping pong. Charit's getting around it. Second tackle now. 3 metres out here from the line. Papua New Guinea. They give it a short ball. Try time, Papua New Guinea. And they're all over Fiji at the moment, man. Right before half-time, Sylvester Namo for Papua New Guinea will score. And it'll be 14-0 here to PNG with the kit to come. Right in front of the post as well. This is going to be a 16-0 ball game to Papua New Guinea. And what did I tell you guys? What did I say? Fiji have the players on paper, but they never play well against Papua New Guinea. One good game last year does not forgive the other game that happened last year between them. The year before that, 2019, I'm telling you, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Fiji always struggle. This is their bogey team, and this is the rivalry of these two teams. Andrew says, Blaze, do you think it's fine that Jared Hayne is allowed to come back to the NRL to coach? Why would he not be allowed to? Why would he not be? He wasn't... The Chargers got let go, did they not? Did the... We're not going to get into this conversation, to be fair. But if he's allowed to play, he's allowed to play. Sport Reaction says, Fiji has so many NRL players just like the halves, I guess. Correct. Kurt Donaghy has been very average today, and I have not seen Kevin Nangama. Panioni Tangotuamua hasn't been doing the job in the 9 as well, and... I guess I would nearly give Jareen Buller a crack in the 6 for Fiji. I reckon that might be a shout. Obviously, he's not playing today. I reckon you could probably give Jareen Buller a crack in that number 6, because you've got plenty of guys who can play the fullback. I don't think you want to play. I don't think you'd want to play Appy in the 7, obviously, but you'd want Appy in the 9, Tungi Tulmore is the 14, realistically. But like at 6, you'd probably look at in regards to Dream Bullet, and in the 7, I'm okay with Kurt Donahue if he develops as the player that he needs to be. But this is always the problem with Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, and Papua New Guinea. They've got no halves. Now the difference though is that Samoa now have Jerome Luai, and they had Milford, didn't they? Was it Luai and Milford? Channel Harris Tavita, maybe. Who was their halves? Jerome Luai was the 7, I believe, and then who was the 6 in the World Cup? So Papua New Guinea now, they're up 16-0 with a minute and a half to go here this first half, and Papua New Guinea lead 16-0. Nangama retiring, so Bullet 6 is a good shout. Well, I think it's the only way. Because there's no point putting Sonia Tadorova to a wing and then putting Dream Ball to the fullback. Because, I guess you could do that though. Because Semi Valame is not fantastic. Like, you've got Micah Sivo, and then sure, you can chuck in a little bit of Sonia Tadorova to the wing and whatnot. But I truly believe that Jennings is going to retire soon anyway. I truly believe that Ravalawa will play next year for Fiji on the wing. No, Talangi was not the 6 for Samoa at the World Cup. No, he was not. Beers Man says, well, that went as I expected for the Bati. The spine is always lacking. Bingo. Bingo, son. It's always the spine, son. Right-hand side, Papua New Guinea. But it's not over yet. 16-0. Trust me, last year we saw big comebacks in these kind of games, so don't think this is over just yet. But with that being said, Fiji are deservedly down by as much as they are. They are deservedly down by as much as they are right now, brother. 16-0 Papua New Guinea. Fiji have looked pretty awful. They have got no kicks away. Their 7 and 6 have been dreadful. Their defense has been pretty poor. They've conceded an intercept try. Their attack has just been non-existent. Whilst Papua New Guinea, like I said before the game started, they always turn up for the games against Fiji. They're hard-working. They're tough players. They're big bodies. They hit well. They may not be the tallest, but I can tell you right now, they've got some significant heart, man. So Papua New Guinea leads 16-0 here at halftime. I want to go get my drink of water, though. I'm going to go have a drink of water. I've got to go get my bottle, which is in the fridge. So give me a few seconds here, guys. I'll be like maybe 40 seconds at best. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Keep commenting in the chat, and I'll be back in a second. And Dad, don't say what you're going to say, because it's not true. I'm getting my water, and I will show you. I will show you. Take that, Daz, mate. Muppet. Take that. Take that. Yeah, Luan Milford. There you go. I was right. And also, the Mariana Trench is named after the Mariana Islands, and the Mariana Islands are named after the Spanish Queen Mariana of Austria. Thank you, Logan Bullsacks. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I feel like that might be a bot, by the way, Jay. And I know you know which one I'm talking about. I think it may be a bot, mate. Andrew Bagger says, would you say this is the strongest PNG team we've seen in a while? No way. No way. They've not got Alex Johnson. They've not got Justin Olam. They've not got, they've had David Mead in the past. They've had some big time plays in recent memory. No, this is not the strongest team. They don't have Edwin Ipape. Jacob Arlick would normally in the back row. Mackenzie Yeh would be in this team. No, I would say this is not the strongest Papua New Guinea team we've seen in a while. But then again, the same thing goes for Fiji, where there's no Jareen Buller, there's no Daniel Saifidi, there's no Api Kotowi-Sao, there's no Jacob Saifidi, there's no Regan Campbell-Gillard, there's no who's another one? Ravalawa, there's no Wakeham's usually there's 7. The point is that it's a very different Fiji team too. But this Fiji team's not up to scratch today. Not up to scratch. Yes, Samoa got the best halves among the Pacific teams. Yes, I would say they probably had the best. Oh no, Tonga probably had the better halves in the 2010s. Maybe. You don't think so, Jay? He's going to check his email to see the Dragons signed him. You know what? You know why I'm confused though? Because it looks just odd. It looks odd. Is Api Intel just not picked? Well, it wouldn't be that he's just not picked. Maybe he just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he's injured. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Nah, I can't be bothered. I trust your judgment, mate. I can't be bothered. By the way, I just realised I've got some chilies here. We've got like a bag of chilies. I should do like a punishment. I should do a punishment if something happens in the second half. I just realised we had some food before and I had some chilies with it. But that's hot chili, that's shit. Appy suspended. Oh, Appy suspended. There you go. Thanks, Mitchell. Bahender says, Xavier Coates leaving Papua New Guinea for Australia. What? What's it to you? He thinks he's got one. I think his father's Papua New Guinean and his mother's Australian, or his mother's Papua New Guinean and his father's Australian. Why is he not allowed to play for Australia? Why? Why do people get so offended that he plays for Australia? He wants to play for Australia. He's half Australian. Why is he not allowed to play for Australia? No, they both check out. Nothing starts. Fair enough. Fair enough. Give me a challenge to do if something happens in this game. Not something that's obvious. Not something that's obvious. If it's something, I'll bite into one of those chilies. I'll give us a good wake up call. I'll bite one of the chilies if something happens. Give us something and we'll see if I agree with it or not. Give us something. But it is half time here, guys. If you're tuning in, just hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I've had quite a few people coming through this stream. So I know there's a few more here. We're trying to get 30,000 before the end of the year. I think we'll get there, especially with the NBA starting up on Wednesday. I think we'll get there. Bit of chili for prop scores from Papua New Guinea. So who's that? Well, it's Jacob Arlick and Valentine Richard. I just don't think that happens, though. Someone gets binned. Someone gets binned. Oh, that would be a funny one, to be fair. Yeah, you know what? And then I'll have to be freaking out about Tano Milne for the rest of the game. I'll have to... Yeah, we'll do that. If someone gets binned, I'll bite into which one. We'll get a decently sized one. Oh, this is a decent sized one. I'll bite into that. Oof. That's spicy. Appy would be the halfback for Fiji if he was playing. Shouldn't be though, because he was awful as halfback for Fiji in the World Cup. Awful. And also, was he the 7? I swear Brandon Wakeham was. Is this a chili plant you own, Blaze? No, this is like local Fijian chilies. They are called local Fijian chilies. What do you mean? Do you think I own a chili plant, mate? You think I'm like a big chili entrepreneur? Got milk? I don't need milk, Jay. Built different, son. No, I got milk down there if I really needed it. They're hot, but they're not going to kill me. The travel content we got coming up, that could kill me. But that's not until next year, because that's in a place that has hot shit. Who do you think was Australia's best last night, Hammer or Turbo? Turbo. If you don't get signed by the Dragons by the end of the second half, eat the chili, the whole thing. What? If I don't get signed by the Dragons? What? Jay says, bird's eye chilies screw me up. They pack some heat. Bird's eye chili. Let's have a look. Still have time here, by the way, guys. Bird's eye chili. Pleasure and pain. It was a chili that my dad used to sell at the markets when I was a kid. That shit was hot. That was like 10 out of 10 shit. That was like hot shit in Mexico, but also Texas. And Texas has like big chili contests worldwide. Bird's eye chili or Thai chili is a chili pepper variety from the species Capsicum annum that is native to Mexico. It has some hot shit. Joe. That's what I'm growing, Jay. Dad loves it. Let's have a look. The hottest chili in the world. Hottest? Is it like Carolina Reaper or something? See? The first country that comes up is the one that I'm talking about going to next year for like 6 weeks. Yikes. The first country that comes up, put hottest chili in, and the country that comes up first is the one that Carolina Reaper, I was right. Carolina Reaper is officially the world's hottest pepper as ranked by the Guinness Book of World Records. It's hot, and by hot we mean hot. Carolina Reaper can top out at 2.2 million shu. I don't know what that means, but sure. Chill Vibe Studio says, Fiji need better playmakers, especially a good 6 and a good 7. They've got good forwards and backs. In my opinion, they're close to Tonga and Samoa if they find a good 6 and 7. Disagree. I believe Fiji are better than Tonga and Samoa if they found a good 6 and 7. So I get what you're saying, and I agree with parts of what you're saying, but I disagree with you. I think the Fiji are actually better than Tonga and Samoa once they have a good 6 and 7. Because there's no better team than the 1 through 5, in my personal opinion, than what Fiji can produce. Right, I think Samoa is probably the closest out of Samoa and Tonga. I think Samoa has probably the closest with Crichton, Brian To'o. Who was their fullback? No, because Fa'alonga. It's not Fa'alonga, is it? Is it Fa'alonga who's their fullback now? Are they actually like full blown going with Fa'alonga as their fullback? Because last year's team isn't something to really go off because they played a whole youth squad, man. It's not something to go off last year. I don't even want to look at that Samoa New Zealand game. Obviously, got Murray Talangi as a wing. He had a pretty down year this year. Fa'alonga was a fullback. Yeah, Brian To'o, Stephen Crichton, Isaac Taungo, Murray Talangi, and Suwalaovi Fa'alonga. And that's a great 1 through 5, don't get me wrong. But their issues, they're 7 and 6 as well. You know, they've got like Chanel Harris Tavita. They've got Jerome Luai, which is fine. That's he goes to the 7. But like, who's their 6? Chanel Harris Tavita. The other one, who did he play last year again? In the World Cup, sorry? Jeez, I forgot. Point out is every island nation-based team struggles in the halves department. They do. Good point, Jay. Benny says, bloody WA beat the English side 24-22. Theophilus says, Samoa touring England. Yes. Last year was Tonga. That's why we had Samoa, Australia, New Zealand. And then this year it's Samoa, and that's why we have Australia, New Zealand, Tonga. Common teams for all Pacific Island teams at no good halves. Correct. I would say the more consistent halves, and you'll probably laugh at this, but it's true, the most consistent halves across all islands is Papua New Guinea. Because they always go with Lachlan Lamb and Kyle Laybut. And look what it's doing for them right now. Fiji changed from Brandon Wakeham to Kurt Donahue to Api Korowisau to Kevin Nangama to this, to that, to here, to there. You know, Samoa, they got Anthony Milford, they go Jerome Luai, they go Stephen Crichton into the 6, which was ridiculous. They've got it's all over the shop. Don't even start me on what we witnessed last night for Tonga with Tuamoala Lolahia and Asaka Toa. They need to bring in Latu Faiunu, man. They need to give him a crack. I don't care, it's early. They need to give him a crack. And then you've got Papua New Guinea, who have Lachlan Lamb and Kyle Laybut. It's just simple as that. The one team in the islands of the Big Four, because there's also Cook Islands, but you don't include them in the Big Four. The one team with the Big Four out of the islands is Papua New Guinea that has their shit sorted in regards to their halves. But where Papua New Guinea get let down is they don't have a fullback They don't have a fullback. They don't have a fullback. That's where they get let down. They never have a fullback. RTS is fullback. For who? RTS is fullback? What, for Samoa? Like, sure, but Fa'alonga ultimately is their fullback. Like, okay, that's cool that he plays fullback here, but in the World Cup in 2026, Suaalawi Fa'alonga will play the fullback. But Tuivasa-Sheck probably plays this year. So it is playing this year, sure. Pandra says Tonga did win Australia, though. That's great. They won that one time. They've beaten Australia once in history, and that was in 2018 or 2019. And people look at that game as if Tonga now are a team equivalent to Australia. And it's like Australia played pretty average and pretty awful last night. Tonga played one of their best games we've seen in a long time, just didn't have the attack. And Australia still won 18-0. You know, why are we looking back at 2019 as if it dictates the changing of the guard? Because it clearly hasn't yet. It clearly hasn't yet. I want it to happen, but it hasn't happened yet. Just because you beat them once, it's like... Okay, what's a good point? Tigers beat the Panthers in 2023. The West Tigers beat the Penrith Panthers in 2023. Does that mean the Tigers are now better than the Panthers? Tigers have won 3 wooden spoons in a row. The Penrith Panthers have won 4 premierships in a row. Does that mean the Tigers are better than the Panthers because they beat them once last year? Same thing goes for this New Zealand dribble. New Zealand beat Australia 30-0 last year. That's a big scoreline. Congratulations. It's fantastic they won. But Australia also followed them the week beforehand. You know, it's people just look at one result so heavily, man. It's crazy. Theophilus Sogoromo says, Papua New Guinea don't have big forwards too. They just make up for it with aggression. Agree. Theophilus, where is Mackenzie Yeh? Why is Mackenzie Yeh not here? Why is Mackenzie Yeh not here? I love Mackenzie Yeh. I'm the biggest fan of Mackenzie Yeh. He's a big boy. He's a big boy, man. He can make mistakes, but he's a big boy, Mackenzie Yeh. Second half of that start here, Fiji. We're kicking off to Papua New Guinea. Guys, do me a favour, hit that like button. It's free, you may as well. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Second half has started. Papua New Guinea will bring this ball out here to the 20 metres. Big old run there. But he will get dragged back for the 15. All right, let's see if it's a tale of two halves. Let's see if Fiji can come back here. Let's see if they can come back here. Chillward Studio says, Yeh has issues with his knees. Took a year of rugby league this year. Is Mackenzie Yeh in the Super League, by the way? Is that where he plays? B says, just tuned in. Not surprised Papua New Guinea will get the win and top the pool to play loser Pool A. So, firstly, it's not game over yet, B. But secondly, I'm not surprised by any means. I said this before the game started. This game isn't over yet. I've seen Papua New Guinea throw away leads before and Fiji come back from leads. They've got the attack there. It just comes down to the halfback and the 5'8". That is a penalty for Papua New Guinea, though. Stupid by Fiji. I just think that this is a good learning curve here for Fiji. I think it's a fantastic learning curve here because they're going to recognise that they can't use Kevin Nangama as a 6. It's just not possible. He is no way a 6, and Donahue has got a load to learn. I tell you, Brandon Wakeham is actually a better shout right now than Kurt Donahue is for Fiji. Brandon Wakeham, when he plays for Fiji, actually is better than when he played for the Dogs and the Tigers. He's actually pretty good when it comes to international footy. He doesn't make his mistakes for sure, but right now, at least he's got that experience. Kurt Donahue is not doing the job at the moment. No. Theophilus says, I think Yeh is playing for the Bradford Bulls in the Championship in England. Okay, so the step down from the Super League. Okay, there you go. Second tackle now for Papua New Guinea. They're going to be... Oh, he lost the ball. Goes backwards, though. Goes backwards, and they'll be taken down here. Judah Rimbu. I like Judah Rimbu. I don't mind the Papua New Guinea hooker rotation of Judah Rimbu and Edwin Apape when Edwin Apape's playing. Obviously not playing today, but Judah Rimbu, Edwin Apape. It's a good little 14-9 switcheroo. Oh, good step there. Good step there by Nana McDonald, but it'll be taken down 9 metres out of the line. Third tackle. 38 minutes to go here of the game. Why would I click the like button and come out with a message saying that I'm a clown? Because you are a clown. And they'll be taken down 8 metres out of the line, 4th tackle. Didn't need to click the like button to know that. We knew that regardless. Judah Rimbu gets that ball off. All you had to say was on Parramatta Eels. Fan. Ball hits the grass. Gets over to the right-hand side. Chance here. That's an obstruction. I'm sorry, but you've got to penalise that, referee. You've got to penalise that. He doesn't penalise it, but it should have been an obstruction. And they keep that ball across. Knock on from Papua New Guinea. And it'll be Fiji ball at 10. What challenge are we doing? I think if there's a sin bin, Andre, I think that'd be funny. So, guys, we said this just before. If there is a sin bin in this game, I will eat one of these chilies. Because I just realised, because I was eating before, I had some chilies with me, and they're sitting here, so I may as well spice it up. So, ooh, some local Fijian chilies. We'll spice it up. So there has to be a sin bin, though. Has to be a sin bin. Peter Vlandis wants Papua New Guinea as the 18th team. They think they can attract players there. Got nothing to do with that. It's all political. Third tackle now, 35 metres out. They don't care about that. They just care about the politics. Third tackle. Albo has a lot more than you think. It has a lot more input than you think. Fourth tackle here at the 40. Fourth tackle. Super League, but was let to go to focus on rehab. Last I saw, he was on loan to Featherstone Rovers. Well, there you go. Good catch there by Papua New Guinea. Roderick Ty. Well done. Chew the chili seeds and all. You're a braver man than me, mate. I'm flying. Flying. Second tackle now at the 30. Second tackle here for Papua New Guinea. I'd say Fiji just need to score before the 15 minutes to go mark. If they can keep it 16-0 at the 65th minute mark with 15 to go, then they score. I think they're still fine. If they're getting within the last 10, they still need to score 3 tries. 3 tries, it's done, Aruna. And then McDonald here with a good run. Fit tackle to the 30. The frozen bag of peas ready for later on. I'll be right. But when we're in India, I tell you, it's going to be hot. It will be hot. Sivo. Oh, unfortunately, no one folded him up there. I'm actually terrified about that, eh? Like, I love hot stuff. I love that's a penalty to Fiji. They need that. They need that, man. Papua New Guinea offsides of Fiji will get a penalty. I'm actually terrified about that, eh? Like, I'm excited for it, but it's like I love hot stuff, but you've got to be careful of that too. But I'm excited for it. Definitely am. So Donahue will kick that ball out around the 35. Marcus Sivo will get this ball in. All right, Fiji, let's see what you're made of, son. You're going to get some good run meters here? You're just going to twiddle your thumbs and sing Kumbaya? What's going on? Let's get a little bit of something going on here, Bati. It's the hygiene that will worry me. Yes and no. There's a misconception about a lot of that stuff, but it's not something to talk about here. But you don't eat that kind of stuff that you're talking about, which is valid. I never would, but that's not really made for us. Third tackle here, but there's plenty of good places and all that type of jazz as well. Toruva taking down fourth tackle here at the 30. People just love the poverty porn on YouTube, man. So it's going to be Michael Jennings. So they don't actually come and show you the good side of the middle ground side. They only show you the poverty porn side. Oh, no, you're not wrong, Jay. It definitely happens. Fiji put that ball up into the corner. Knock on Papua New Guinea. It's going to be Fiji ball at 10. That's going to be a Fiji ball here at the 10. So here's their chance to get back in this game. Starts with a mild, not like spicy and Oz. Nah. I go crazy hot, son. You think I'm one pussy? Not pussy over here, son, Jim. No. All right, Fiji with the ball 10 metres out of the line. And it's going to be Kautonga 5 metres out of the line for Fiji. This is a brilliant opportunity to get back into this game here, Fiji. You score here, we're on. Score here, 6 again here, Fiji. 6 again. At the back now, they give it off here to Nangama. Nangama here, Tane Milne. Don't get taken over the sideline, buddy. I didn't know you rolled like that. Mate, I rolled like that, son. If I didn't roll like that, that'd be an issue. Call the police. I'll have to call police here if I am rolling like that. Probably will be rolling like that after some Indian curries like that. They're hot. Second tackle here for Fiji. 6 again. Don't worry about that. 6 again. Kurt Donahue. 3 metres after the line. First tackle. And they go quickly. That's got to be 6 again. That's got to be a penalty, referee. That's got to be a penalty. He's clearly offside. He's twisted and it'll be held up there over the line. I'm sorry, ref, but you have to call that. You have to call that a penalty. They didn't, though. So second tackle here for Fiji. They're 10 metres out, Fiji. You should be able to break through, man. Yeah, Papua New Guinea do look tired, to be fair. Fiji do look like they're coming home the stronger, but they had to score. You got to show us something. You get one try and Fiji knows they can break through them, and they get in a roll. Full tackle here. 5 metres out from the line. They go quickly here. 6 again. That's what happens. They're tired. Right hand side. Fiji. Bushka. Try time. Fiji. Let's go. Dosoviti. Fiji. Semi Valame will score. They will bring it back into a 12-point game. They've got a kick to come. 16 forward to Papua New Guinea, but Fiji have a kick to come. Yeah, they've finally gone out to the right-hand side, and Kevin Nangama will get that ball out to Semi Valame, and it is a Tarata and Fiji 12-point game. That's why I said, guys, not game over just yet, son. It's not game over just yet, buddy. Not game over just yet. That's a good pass there from Kevin Nangama. That's the only thing I've seen him do all day, but that's a good pass. What a tune. Early momentum in the second half, good to have. Mate, fantastic to have. And this is what I said, like everyone obviously starts to think at half time 16-0, it's game over. It's nowhere near game over. Especially, like, Australia, if it's Australia versus Fiji, sure, it's game over. Australia 16-0 up. If it's Australia versus Papua New Guinea, sure, it's game over, 16-0, game over. But when it's Fiji and Papua New Guinea, who are very similar teams, I'm telling you, the game is never over until the fat lady sings. Yeah, this is in Suva, Fiji, Andrew Backhouse. This game is in Suva. The next game between Fiji and Cook Islands next week is in Suva. And then Papua New Guinea versus Cook Islands is in Papua New Guinea, Port Moresby. And then the final is actually at Combat. The final of the Pacific Cup between Australia and New Zealand, and the final, the promotion relegation between Tonga and Tonga. It's going to miss the kick. That was an awful kick from Fiji. What the hell? So it stays 16-4 with 31 minutes to go. But the final between, which I would assume would be at the moment, right now, Papua New Guinea versus Tonga, to see who next year will be in the Pacific Cup with New Zealand and Australia. That'll be a good game, man. That'll be a fun game to watch. B's 3 repeat sets gave Fiji a chance to score, but that's because they were offside, B. It's not a robbery. There's a reason why. All Papua New Guinea, you can see how tired they are right now. The repeat sets are happening because Papua New Guinea are exhausted. You could clearly see they were leaving the line early. So it's like, okay, yes, there were 3 repeat sets, but who's to blame for that? Papua New Guinea. It's not Fiji to blame. It's not the referee to blame. Papua New Guinea were completely coming off their line every single tackle. And that's why you saw repeat set. That's the rules of the game. So it's like, who are we blaming here? What are we trying to do? Are we trying to blame Fiji for that? Trying to say the referee's robbing them? Because it's not true. If you're watching it, you can clearly see Papua New Guinea coming off the line early. So I just need to put that one to bed pretty quickly there, man. Because, yeah, the referees actually had a pretty good game in this game so far. Exhausted, but they just came out from halftime. B, bro, it really seems you're lacking understanding of the game. I'll put it that way. I think you're lacking understanding of the game. If you don't think that you can be tired right now, I'm sorry, but it's ridiculous. There's not even point in conversating this, because if you can't understand that they were all offside every single time there, then I can't help you. Because they were about 3 metres offside. 2 of the times that they got 6 again were 4 metres offside. 4 metres early. 4. So that's what I'm saying here. It's no one's fault besides Papua New Guinea. Fiji 10, Papua New Guinea 22 full-time score. It wouldn't surprise me, Mercury. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if Fiji come back to like a 16-16 and then Papua New Guinea actually still win this game. You do find that. A lot of teams come back and then think that they're there, get a little bit complacent, and then the other team who was leading already will score again and then win the game from there. I wouldn't be surprised if Fiji score next and Papua New Guinea then obviously score again to kind of break it away. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just get a little bit complacent. But 30 minutes to go, you get the game, guys. 30 minutes to go the game. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Fiji will get this ball to the 30. Good strong run there by Semi Valame. This is at least this is a close game, though. At least it's a close game. Second tackle here at the 40. I am looking forward to Australia New Zealand next week, even though as an Australian, I do think New Zealand will win. Kurt Donahue, good run. They'll be taking out the 45. Okay, watch the offsides here. Look how offside they are. This is what I'm talking about. You know, you can't complain about the referee. He's not even calling a 6 again than what he should have. You can't complain about the referee when look at them all. They're 3 metres offside right now, Papua New Guinea. 3 metres offside. How is there not a 6 again being called right now? Liam Horn was a good 100. Oh, Viliami Kikau has had an awful game. And this is what I mean. Kikau has had an awful game. That is absolutely awful from Viliami Kikau. He's given 2 free tries to Papua New Guinea, Viliami Kikau himself. If I could say who has been the worst player on the field, it's 100% Viliami Kikau. 100% Viliami Kikau today. 20-4 to Papua New Guinea, they score. Kikau was given 2 tries to Papua New Guinea. He's thrown 2 tries to Papua New Guinea, and it's been easy tries. Dead set, Viliami Kikau has to know where he's passing the ball, dude. He's literally given 12 points now to Papua New Guinea. So to try Papua New Guinea, it's 20-4 with 28 minutes to go. Viliami Kikau is arguably costing Fiji a lot of this game, even though Papua New Guinea have been the better team by a long way. They haven't been incredible, but they've been much better than Fiji. But Viliami Kikau is giving them every opportunity in this game. Like, bro, know where you're passing the ball, Viliami Kikau. Use the brain, brother. Use the brain. Don't just throw the ball for the sake of it, man. Best player of PNG is Viliami Kikau, Mercury says. Absolutely, bro. He's thrown the ball straight in Nana McDonald's hands. You can't ask for an easier try assist. That's not even Nana McDonald, that's Robert Derby, isn't it? Yeah, both times kick out of Robert Derby, yeah. Robert Derby's got some pace in him, but... Oh, it was Nana McDonald who scored. Derby was only caught it, yeah. Kikau's not utilised well in this game. Well, it's not that Kikau's not utilised well. He's just not thinking about whether he should pass it or not. He's not thinking. He's just throwing it and hoping for the best. And hoping for the best has cost them 8 points, 10 points because they got the kick. Yeah, it was 6-0. No, he missed the first kick, didn't he? No, he would have got it. It would have been under the post. It would have been under the post. Yeah, so he's given currently up 10 points directly. Currently, it would have been a 10-point game. No, it would have been a 6-point game. This would be to make it 8. And he will get the kick. So it's 22-4. So you take off the 12 points that Viliami Kikau was given Papua New Guinea today, it would be a 6-point game, 10-4. Instead, it is 22-4 because we've seen 2 intercepts directly to the fast-paced one on the opposite side of the field. But Papua New Guinea deserve the lead right now for sure. There's no doubt about that. Papua New Guinea absolutely deserve the lead right now, and they are leading 22-4. 27 minutes to go. Someone says I could get those intercepts as well, easy as hell. Absolutely. Absolutely. Without the 2 brain-headed brain explosion plays, it's a 6-point game, bro. It's a literal 6-point game without those. So 27 minutes to go here. First tackle. Fiji's 18th man is playing better than Kikau. Correct. Mercury says, as a Cowboys fan, Robert Derby is to replace Kyle Felt and Zach Laybut to replace Val Holmes. We're definitely top 4 in top 2025. No, Cowboys defense isn't top 4. Cowboys defense isn't top 4. B says, try regardless, Kikau wrong passes, can't blame PNG. Correct. No one is blaming Papua New Guinea. At no stage has anybody ever blamed Papua New Guinea for this. Are you like trying to be an antagonist to this stream? Right hand side here, good passing by Papua New Guinea, and they're going to get taken down. Oh, no, still going here at 25. Still going at 25. Derby might get a hat trick, taking down 5 metres out from the line, fit tackle. B, are you trying to be antagonistic, bro? Because it makes no sense, your comment. No one blamed Papua New Guinea at all there. We're blaming Viliami Kikau. So it's going to be Fiji ball here at 3. If you're here to have fun and have a chat, bro, happy for it, bro. Happy for it. But if you're here just to take the piss and be a bit of a dick, then there's no need for you to be. B's man says, Oile Kikau, do better next game. Oh no, Fiji. Fiji ball here, first tackle at the 1. I know Kikau shouldn't have passed that ball, but Sivo was late in the choice. Well, that's a penalty there on the chase. Yeah, but Sivo wasn't catching him. Seb Watson says, making bold calls at the season based on one international game. I get what you're saying, Seb Watson. With that being said, like the Cowboys aren't a great deal far off of top 4 because they were close enough. What did they come, 6th? Yeah, they got a home final against... No, they didn't. Where'd they come? 5th place was Dogs, wasn't it? Who'd the Cowboys play again? Where'd the Cowboys come again? Where'd the Cowboys come again? I can't remember. Sixth place was Dogs. Cowboys came fifth, didn't they? Eighth place was Knights. Yeah, okay. Cowboys, Knights up in North Queensland, and Knights nearly won, but Cowboys came over the top of them. That's right. I remember now. Yeah. So, Cowboys were fifth, but their defense just isn't up to the standard for top four. But again, they were close enough. Oh, kick out for if you throw another if kick out throws another offload that goes to hand, I'm gonna flip this table. You know what? If kick out throws another intercept, or he throws a pass that goes to ground from an offload, I'm eating a chili. Because it'll hurt my soul to see. Right hand side here, Fiji are at 20 metres out of the line. Now they're 18 metres out. If Kickout makes another big mistake, I'm eating a chili. That's it. And that will be Papua New Guinea taking ball at 5. Cowboys got embarrassed by the Sharks. In the first half, yes. Second half, maybe not so much. First half, yes. Nana McDonald is actually going well at fullback. He's gone fine, for sure. Third tackle. Fiji haven't really tested him, to be fair. Chili out, bro. No, not chili out yet. No, chili out yet, mate. I have not seen it yet, Nate Joe. Not yet, buddy. But I am scared. There's 23 minutes left to go, and William Kickout has made a lot of errors. Ruthie Lorimer said, oh, oh, no way. Oh, that was a shambles. That was a shambles. Okay, so Papua New Guinea knocked this ball on. I can't even explain what just happened. I can't even explain what has just happened. Oh no. Chill time. Kickout is bound to make an error. Maybe so, mate. Maybe so. But for now, we're okay that ball was on the right-hand side, not the left-hand side where Kickout is. All right, Sivo. Micah Sivo, crunch at the 15. 22 minutes to go here. But yeah, Fiji can still make it. I don't think they win from here. They haven't been good enough. But, you know, it's only 16 points, the difference. 3 tries. 2 converted, 3 tries. 2 convert. Oh, that's a whack and a half. That is an absolute quack and a half. Not just a whack, a quack and a half. Good offload there. And they get the Villiam kick out. Please don't make a mistake. Okay, he's all right. Oh, gee whiz. Nerve-wracking times. And they will kick this in the corner. It's actually a really good kick. It's probably the first... we've seen a 40-20, but it's the first good kick we've seen from Fiji in quite a long time. Merger says, I can sense a possible Papua New Guinea vs Tonga match competing for the third term of the Pacific Cup. Do you think we'll have another strong game, just like the Rugby League World Cup 2021, Papua New Guinea vs Tonga? Tonga whooped Papua New Guinea in that game, didn't they? Didn't they win like 36-18? I believe right this very second that yes, we will be seeing Papua New Guinea versus Tonga, unless Fiji can pull a miracle, a rabbit out of a hat right now. But didn't Tonga whip him in that game? Where is it? Rugby League World Cup. Here we go. Round 3. It was... No, it wasn't round 3. It's round 2, wasn't it? 32-6. No, it wasn't right. Round 1. Yeah, 24. Oh, it was close enough, actually. No, I'm remembering wrong. Penalty Fiji here. I'm actually remembering wrong. It was close enough, actually. I'll give you credit on that. What game am I thinking of? I can't remember. Yeah, that was a good game. I do have Tonga winning. I would have Tonga beating Papua New Guinea, but I think that'll be a good game. Yeah, sure. Why do I remember it being like a 36-18? Am I thinking of another game? Kickout's bound to make another mistake. He's having a shocker. Chili out, mate. Chili out. Do you think Papua New Guinea will take it this year? But can you explain what were some mistakes Fiji made? Fiji have made about more mistakes than there are planets in the universe. Fiji have made more mistakes than in the word supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's how many mistakes Fiji have made in this game. Was a strong game, lots of controversies to Papua New Guinea. Yeah, I do remember that game. I feel I streamed it. I was live streaming the game here. It was early in the morning. I think we had like 800 people watching. It was we had a lot of Papua New Guineans watching. Yeah, I remember that one. It was controversial. It was. It's a lot of mistakes. Jay. A lot of mistakes. Oh, it's a huge run. Jordan Miller, he's 20 minutes out from the line, 4 tackle. 20 minutes to go here in the game, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, that's for sure. Right hand side, Kevin Ngama. They give it out to Wonga Blake, who is 9 minutes out from the line. 5th tackle. Fiji score here. It's only a 12-point game. Fiji score here is only a 12-point game. Donahue kicks it through. Not a good kick. But they've got Papua New Guinea in their own 3. You've got to focus up. I guess the same thought process relies upon Fiji scoring within the next 4 minutes. I feel like they have to score before the 15 minutes to go, Mark. Wonga Blake, what a man, he's in Super League. That is correct, Andrew Backhouse. Thank you. Thank you, mate. 15 minutes out. At least Fiji are focusing up a little bit on defense here. Because I'm in Fiji and I was no Papua New Guinea is going to take it. I don't know but why, but yes, it's a good lesson though. Yeah, I'm in Fiji too. I'm here in Nandi at the moment. I am here in Nandi. 5th tackle here at the 33. And they'll whack this ball down here to the 20, where it will be Micah Sivo who picks it up. That was a little bit too slow on the transition there, but sure. Sivo, pass the ball, brother. Pass the ball. Anyway. Come on, Fiji, Bandro says. Gives it off here to Ngama at the halfway point, 2nd tackle. Notice in the Rugby League World Cup, Tonga 24 at PNG 18. I remember the game now, I do. One of PNG's try was robbed by the bunker. It was a tight game, so don't underestimate Kumuls just yet. I back in Tonga, bro. I do. I think Tonga, Adam Fanua Blake, they've got Leo White was fantastic. They've got Daniel Tupou. They've got an incredible team, bro. They deserved to win last night. They deserved to beat Australia, but they just didn't have their halves. I tell you, Tonga beat Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea always turn up against Fiji, bro. I'm just saying. Like, chance here. Oh, has he scored that? I think he scored. Oh, maybe not. It looks like there is a divot on the white line. This might be a try Fiji. He brought up chalk. Let's just see if he gets it just before the line here. But there is chalk that you can see that's up. Suva is about 2.5 hours for me. So Donahue puts that ball up. He gets underneath. That's the penalty for getting in the way. He's out. No, he's out. He's out. But you could say that he runs across there. Reece Martin gets in the way of him to actually... Yeah, it's a knock on. This is going to be it right here. That's a penalty right here. Reece Martin runs into him. Bang. Reece Martin should be penalised for this. It's no try, but Reece Martin should be penalised for it. Yeah, but Reece Martin should be penalised for coming out. No, why are we still looking at this? Just call a penalty to Fiji. It's not a try, but it should be a penalty for Fiji. Okay, but Reece Martin has run into the player deliberately askew. They're not even going to call the penalty. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Jason Michaud will get his first win as PNG coach. PNG will get Ipape Mackenzie Yeh back from injuries for Cook Islands again. Yep, no, but like you're expected to beat Cook Islands. This is the tough game. Cook Islands not a tough game. Cook Islands not a tough game. Fiji is the tough game, and then Tonga is the tough game. Cook Islands, they're not developed enough yet, man. Like, you look at the Cook Islands team, what do they got? Isan Masters, Stephen Masters. Jeez. I dead set couldn't tell you much of their team. Like, you should be... Any team that plays Cook Islands is expected to beat them by at least 30 to 40. Even if you're Fiji, Papua New Guinea and the likes. Truva, good grab, actually. That's a huge grab under the pressure. Pratakarangi, yeah, that's another one. And it'll be Mike Arcivo gets his ball here to the 35 of his second tackle here. Fiji, you got to get a bit of a move on here, buddy. You just score one try to make it interesting so you can have a little bit of fun towards the back end, you know? We just want to see a little something. Oh, my gosh, Fiji. Oh, my gosh. They're playing painful today. Painful. That's an awful knock on there for Fiji. Why can Fiji just never beat Papua New Guinea? I don't get it. They just never can beat Papua New Guinea. Fiji, so many errors. At least it's not Viliami kick-out, Andre. At least it's not Viliami kick-out, mate. Not Vili Bombili. Because that will kill me. If Viliami kick-out makes an error for the rest of this game, I've got to eat a chili. And I don't want to eat a chili. If kick-out gets another error in this game, I have to eat a chili. I did not want this. Second tackle here for Papua New Guinea at the 40. And, it's a crushing run, but he gets annihilated there. Absolutely annihilated there, Richard, at the 33. Is there anybody else in Cook Islands? Oh, they're away here. They're away. Reece Martin flicks it back. Oh, knock on. Knock on there, Papua New Guinea. 15 minutes to go here. Fiji, you guys score like now, man. I will say, what I find sad for Papua New Guinea and their fans is that it's like the coaching job is utilised as a stepping stone. So you see coaches coach Papua New Guinea so that they can prove themselves to go and coach somebody else. Jason Demetrio doesn't plan to be your coach for long. He wants another job in the NRL or somewhere else. Justin Holbrook was the same. And it's like, if Papua New Guinea want to become the force that they believe they can become, they need a consistent coach. They need someone consistently there. As soon as Demetrio gets offered a job anywhere, I'm telling you he takes it over Papua New Guinea. I'm telling you. And I find that sad because Papua New Guineans deserve better. Kick out gets up to Sivo. Sivo's away here at the 40, at the 50. Thank you, kick out, for not making a mistake just then. So third tackle now for Micah Sivo at the 45. Of course I've been watching the postseason for MLB and do I think it's the Yankees here to lose? No, it's the Dodgers here to lose, to be fair. I know the Mets flogged them today, but Dodgers here to lose. If Fiji scores for the 70th minute, I will have hope. I think, yeah. They've got to score before the 70th minute. Right-hand side, here we go. Kevin Ungama gives off here to Wonga Blake. Wonga Blake, he crushed at the 30. At the 30. They get it across here to Katonga. Donahue, what the hell was that? And Papua New Guinea away. Fiji are all over the shot, bro. Papua New Guinea get an easy grab there. Oh, it's my boy Jacob Arlick-Winky too. That's my boy. Get around. That's a great grab there by Jacob, man. Superstar. This is a bit of a personal, private joke, but we take the piss out of each other when we see each other. Like, you're the main event. He calls me the main event, and I call him superstar. Second tackle now for Papua New Guinea. They get this ball here to 15. If Fiji, that's right. I don't know. I think the Mets can be a surprise package. That's great, but it's the Dodgers to lose. Doesn't mean I think they're going to win. I think the Yankees win personally, but to be fair, the Guardians are giving a good go, though. I am enjoying watching the Guardians play. Papua New Guinea so close. And they'll be taking down 2 minutes out of the line. Fifth tackle. Papua New Guinea score next. It's definitely game over. Jerimbu. Offloads it. McDonald. DeBellin. Kicks it. That's played at. That's 6 again. Fiji. That's a huge ricochet. But it goes out to the 40. And now they'll get this ball back here to the 20 on first tackle. I would rather the Mets win. I want Pete Alonso to go out a winner. Davi Mawali, Maka Hesi Makatoa, and Brad Takarangi. Yeah, see, like, that shouldn't be beating many teams. And DeBellin so close, 5 minutes out for the line, third tackle. Judah Rimby, short ball, try time, Papua New Guinea. I think. Oh no, he's been held up. No way. That's great defense actually to hold him up. That's great defense. Kikau's actually done a great job to hold him up there. B says, Fiji struggling, bring back Jared Haynes. Sad to see Appy serving suspension. Would love to see him play today. Yeah, Appy, Kotowisau, Jareem Buller, Daniel Saifidi, Jacob Saifidi, Regan Campbell-Gillard, Nakata Ravalawa, like these kind of guys, like, oh, that's a good tackle there. Fit tackle at 5. Appy is the biggest loss, though. And I do believe Brandon Wakeham, despite, that's forward. That's a forward pass, yeah, no try. So it's going to be a Fiji ball here at 10. I think that people look and say Brandon Wakeham's shithouse at Bulldogs and Tigers. I'm like, okay, fair and granted, but for international, Brandon Wakeham's not that bad. He actually did pretty well against, it's high tackle. Yeah, penalty. If PNG win this one, then probably Fiji take to bowl, just like last year, but opposite. So not necessarily trying to start, because this is the only time these two teams will play. Whoever comes first in the Pacific Bowl will play the team who comes third in the Pacific Cup. And then whoever wins that will play in the Pacific Cup next year. Whoever loses that will play in the Pacific Bowl next year. You know what I'm saying? So Tonga and if PNG say were to beat Tonga, then Tonga would drop down into the Pacific Bowl, and PNG would go up into the Pacific Cup. It's like a promotion relegation system they've got this year. Craig Howard says chilly. No, Craig. Craig Howard, just settle down, buddy. Buddy, you listen here, right? Just calm down. No, chilly, mate. Billy, I'm gonna kick out Billy, but Billy, No, Billy error. No. Take him off the field. I reckon he needs a rest. Take him off the field. Take him off the field, buddy. Second tackle here. 10 minutes to go here, guys. 10 minutes to go. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're around here. We will go live for a bit of bit of Timmy Zoo fight tomorrow. Timmy Zoo. Get the Timmy Zoo flowing through the bones. Kick out. Don't make an error. Oh my gosh. He's terrifying me, that Billy kick out bloke. Billy. And they go left hand side here. Gives it off here. Chance. Kick out. Fuck me. Oh no, Billy, I'm gonna kick out. You are a muppet. I don't like Billy Bum Billy. I don't like Billy Bum Billy. Oh no, he's made a mistake, lads. He's just knocked it on. Mate. He's just knocked it on. It's just knocked it on. Oh, for God's sake, man. How many knock-ons? How many intercepts does he want to do, this mother bitch? Oh, no. Just because you covered your eyes doesn't mean it didn't happen, Blaze. Mate, it definitely didn't happen. Rice says, glad Jacob's been doing great, had some strong runs and good reads of defense. I agree, Rice, had a good game. But I can't focus on that right now because I have to eat this chili. Because I said if Kikau makes another error again, we'll eat a chili. And now I've got to eat a chili because Kikau can't hold a ball to save his life. Oh, no. That's terrifying. Guys, is there a link to watch the Timmy Zoo fight for free? Yeah. It's called BKRsport, mate. It's called BKRsport, like a ball sacks. I do need water, to be fair. Second tackle, damn it. Whatever, let's do it. Oh. Oh, I hate you, Liam, kick out. Oh, kick out, I hate you. Oh. Fit tackle for Fiji at the 13. Oh my gosh, Fiji. Chance here for a try. No, drop out. Drop out here for Fiji. 8 minutes to go here the game. I need to go fill this bottle of water up here quickly. Give me 1 second. Gee whiz. Mercury says, let's say Tonga dropped down to the Pacific Bowl, and next year, 2025, they went touring in England. Will there be 4 teams in the Cup? Oz, New Zealand, Fiji, and Samoa. Oh, that's a good bounce there, Papua New Guinea. Oh, Fiji just knocked the ball on. Hold on. Let's say Tonga dropped down to the Pacific Bowl, sure. And next year, 2025, they went touring in England. They won't, though, because they played last year. Will there be 4 teams in the Cup? Oz, New Zealand, PNG, and Samoa. And 2 in the bowl. No, Samoa would go to the bowl. But that won't happen. I'm aware that milk does it, but I can't bother going all the way to get milk when 7 minutes ago. Challenge here from Fiji. Like ball takes, I didn't even react that badly. Like, it was hot. It's hot. But I could deal with it. You would die from what I just had. You would die. But anyway, so no, they would have 3 and 3. They would have 3 and 3. But I just would not be surprised if Papua New Guinea go to England next year. So 22-4 here to Papua New Guinea. Unsuccessful challenge there by Fiji. Papua New Guinea ball at the 20. Oh man, if you're just tuning in, guys, Viliami Kikau forced me to have a chili for all his errors in this game. Oh. Excuse me, I can handle pepper unlike Sundo. You think this is pepper? You son of a bitch. You think this is pepper? You think this is pepper, buddy? Go screw yourself. Dear me. Ooh. That's Sam. Sam would literally die if he had that. Sam would literally die. He can't handle pepper. 4th tackle now. Got 35. I don't believe it. Demetrio is coaching a winning team. Yeah, but it's like Holbrook did too. Let's see the consistency out of Papua New Guinea. So you got left-hand side now. Papua New Guinea, they whack that ball into the corner. And that'll be a grab at the 5 by Kevin Nangama. Good try assist, but overall they've had a pretty poor game in my opinion, Nangama. 2nd tackle now. They need 3 converted tries in 6 minutes, the old Fiji. No Tosaviti today. No Tosaviti today. Maybe we'll start a new thing here. We'll do like one, not like a specific, we'll do a different thing every time. Like a punishment if I get something wrong or something. Jeez. It's hard to continue talking though and commentating. That's a knock on Fiji. It's hard to continue commentating, however. Like, I got a genuine question from Mercury, 1312, and I was trying to read it while surviving and trying to talk while surviving. But I couldn't reply to you, Mercury, so that's why it took a little bit to calm myself down and then reply to you. I think Indian Spice is going to be a tough one for Blaze, like a forfeit. But I'll be in India, so I can do that kind of stuff. At least no drill came out. No, there's a lot of hotter stuff than that, but that was quite hot. Run meters tonight. 273 run meters for Robert Derby. You know why? Because Kikau has given him freebie tries. It's game over. PNG win. Fiji not find the try line. Mate, it's been game over for like 15 minutes. Fiji, they're just not... They haven't been good enough today. Papua New Guinea deserve this win. Fiji have been nowhere near good enough to win this game. It's just as simple as that, man. No one can argue it. No one can argue it. Blaze only drills for Kiana Kinney. Hey, listen, Kiana's my brother. So I'm not going to say I draw for him, but I love him. 3rd tackle here. And good run by Nana McDonald. That was actually a really nice play there. Taking down 5 metres out, 4th tackle. Do Fijians like their spices? Not, I wouldn't say a crazy deal. The Indian population, like Fiji Indian population, yes. I wouldn't necessarily say Fijians are crazy on their hot foods. Kicks it through. Sivo. Oh, he's let him score a try. Papua New Guinea will score. Oh, they're going to check it here. Maybe not be a try. Andrew drills with Paul Carriage. He won't even know who Paul Carriage is, Joe. Paul Carriage. Legend of the game, him. So 4 minutes to go here. This could be a Robert Derby hat trick. I don't think so, though. I think Sivo gets there, but if he lets him get there, it's ridiculous. If Sivo doesn't put this down, it's muppetry indeed. And they kick it on through. Oh, that's a penalty regardless against Jennings. It's a knock on there. Daniel says, how have you not reached your Vegas goal? All the good content you give us people need to donate for Vegas. Bro, we've got plenty of time until Vegas, brother. We've got plenty of time for Vegas. Don't you worry. We'll be there in March. I'll be leaving to go to Vegas on the 27th of February. I'll be there for about four nights, 5 days. And then I go to Hawaii for a few days. Should be good. And I'll be all vlogged on BKRtravel. Jay, can you drop the link for BKRtravel and I'll put the pinned comment up, please? No, I think Andrew was a Calm Pereira guy. Everyone's a Calm Pereira guy, Mercury. If someone says they're not a Calm Pereira guy, they're lying to you. Calm Pereira is flying, mate. Flying. You can't stop him. This is a no try, by the way. It's a no try, especially considering he called no try. It's a knock on. Can't call that. Yeah, knock on. So it's going to be, I would assume penalty Papua New Guinea there from the takeout by Michael Jennings. I prefer Russell. Sure, okay, you know what? Cool. You keep Russell, we'll keep Loffy. There you go. There you go, mate. Fair enough. You know what? Happy. Wow, they didn't call penalty to Papua New Guinea? I guess that makes up for the one before that Fiji should have got their penalty from. So 0 tackle here. 30 missed tackles for Fiji, 16 missed tackles for Papua New Guinea. It shows you right there, double the missed tackles. There you go. If you aren't subscribed to I know it's just timed you out, Jay, I didn't mean to. If you aren't subscribed to BKRtravel yet, guys, that pinned comment, Fiji, another knock on. Fiji just had another knock on. That link that, there's a Biffo. Biffo! Bush, 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 bush. Timmy Zoo on early, son. Dus, 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 dus. Dus. Biffo. 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 Give me an uppercut. Give me an uppercut. I'll give you Sivo instead. No, you will not. No, you will not. No, you will not. So 22-4 to Papua New Guinea. Once this game is over, tomorrow we'll do the boxing, and then we'll do some NBA's content Monday night. Might do like a live stream of some sort. Bro, 22 Papua New Guinea is a wheelbarrow of bricks. Is that Sylvester Namal? I think it is. Ila Alu. Yeah, Ila Alu is massive. Sylvester Namal, the 23, is also huge. Thoughts on the relegation? Do you think the top team from Pacific Bowl could beat the Tier 1 team? Oh, here they go. They're going to score again. Oh, they knock it on. How many knock-ons in this game? I think Papua New Guinea could beat Tonga. I think Tonga win. I do. I'll say Tonga win that game, but I think Papua New Guinea could beat Tonga. Timmy Zoo ain't no... Okay. I'm not... Paul Kent. He's still cracking on, is he? Well, I wonder what he's doing in his life nowadays, you know? You know what's crazy? I'm pretty certain he got proven innocent for that, didn't he? Wasn't the court case for Paul Kent innocent? Or am I skitzing it? I know the tree situation and his punch on with that bloke and whatnot, but did he not get proven innocent in regards to that court case? So right hand side, Toruva gives off to Tano Milne. No, Wonga Blake, sorry. Does PNG as? I don't know what that means. Fourth tackle, minute and a half to go here. Valame off to Toruva. Toruva to Tangi Tuimua. Out the back now. Kick at Jennings. Sivo gets the cross into Jennings. Who's 10 metres out of the line. Fit tackle. Fit tackle. Billy. It's going to be Donahue. Kicks this ball across here. And Papua New Guinea catch it. And that tells everything you know. Wow, penalty for offside, I think they're calling. Pahendra says, come on Fiji, at least one last try. Well, there's 57 seconds to go here, and Fiji can't organise a chook raffle or a prostitute in a brothel. So, I don't know if Fiji's going to be able to score you. But 45 seconds to go, guys. Whack that thumbs up button, subscribe. We'll be back for tomorrow for some boxing. The next NRL rugby, or next rugby league game we're going to be doing is Friday night between Australia and New Zealand. Australia and New Zealand. Oh, man. The amount of drop ball in this game is outrageous. Good kick through here from Nangama. At least he's trying, man. Oh, the chance for a try. Oh, they've actually scored. Oh, Fiji's actually scored. Sivo actually scored. Sivo actually scored. That's crazy. I actually don't know what time the boxing's on, Jay. Also, my time zone is so opposite to yours in Fiji to Perth, so... That is an absolute bludger of a try. Comebacks on, just need to try a second. Just need to try a second. Just need to have a try every single second. And then win by a lot too, 13 plus. Kent is a silly bugger. I'm not a fan, but he got heckled by those goons for sure. Oh, absolutely, Nath. Absolutely. I get it all the time at Titans games, mate. You know, people will go at me for the entire game. They'll go and go and go. You know, I'll snap and I'll say one thing to them and they'll be like, oh, it's a camera. It's dickheads, bro. Like, dead set. Am I encouraging or saying that what Paul Kent did was right? Absolutely not. But I'm just saying that I can understand how people get to that stage. I can, especially when he's on his level as well. Like, but then again, he also says some pretty stupid shit. To be fair, I say some pretty stupid shit, but he says some deliberately antagonistic shit against, or he said deliberately antagonistic shit against players and whatnot. Mercury says, what do you think of my prediction earlier? Fiji 10 versus Papua New Guinea 22. Well, you got it. There you go. I don't think... when did you say this? Did you say this recently or did you say this at the start of the game? I can't remember. But if you said that, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Well, that's the final score. 22-10 here to Papua New Guinea. The scoreline probably doesn't represent how much Papua New Guinea were better than Fiji. I don't think Papua New Guinea were perfect by any means. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they were perfect by any means. But... Fiji were dreadful. Papua New Guinea were the better team, clearly. Robert Derby, great game. Danny McDonald, great game. I thought the halves were solid enough there for Papua New Guinea. For Fiji, Kikau, I don't know what he was doing. That was dreadful. He literally, mind you, Papua New Guinea scored 2 intercept tries with 2 conversions off of William Kikau. They lost by 12 points. They lost by 2 converted tries. They lost by 2 converted tries. Yeah, exactly right. Take away Kikau's intercepts, different ball game, Jags. It still happened. It's still Kikau's choice to throw those balls, but like dead set. You take away those 2, and it's a 10-10 ball game. But look, Papua New Guinea next week at the bye. Fiji play the Cook Islands. Fiji are desperate that Cook Islands beat PNG. Obviously, they need to beat Cook Islands first, but they're really desperate for that to happen, for them to have any chance to play the third-place team of the Pacific Cup, which would more than likely be Tonga, unless Tonga can beat New Zealand and find a way to put them out of it. But good luck with that one, to be completely honest with you. But guys, I'm going to jump off here for now. I appreciate you as usual. I'll see you tomorrow for the Timmy Zoo fight. Yes, sir, Timmy Zoo. So I'll see you. Oh, geez, that chill. Actually got me down. So, guys, hit that like button, subscribe. Congratulations, Papua New Guinea. Go subscribe to BKRtravel, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya. Go Timmy Zoo, you big, beautiful man. Big, beautiful Timmy Zoo.